The Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
The lights of Friday night shine one more time here in the 2024 regular season as two unbeatens meet, both harboring title hopes. Representing the East, the Marauders of Bishop Guilfoyle. Representing the West, the Panthers of Penn Cambria. It's the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game here on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. And good evening, Joe Putnam along with Rick Hall joining you for this all-important game. Both of these teams 9-0, both of them seeking a win in the second ever Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship.
And both of these teams are deep, and both of these teams are talented. This should be a dandy here tonight, Joe.
Absolutely. Both of them have already clinched top seeds in their respective classes for District 6 playoffs as well. So we really are seeing the cream of the crop. And speaking of the cream of the crop, our players to watch tonight are a pair of game breakers. Both of them have been targeted by their opponents, to be the people to stop in this game. For Bishop Guilfoyle, Hamilton Gates has 1,859 all-purpose yards, including 968 receiving, and he has scored a total of 24 touchdowns, including an interception and fumble return this season. And he is a dandy, top 4 in the state in receiving yardage. Meanwhile, for Penn Cambria, Gavin Harold has done a little bit of everything. Of course, we know his big brother Garrett was outstanding here as a Panther, but he has followed in his footsteps to the tune of 1,300 all-purpose yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 of them on the ground. He scored 2 of them last week and has scored 127 points. But in addition, his 60 tackles are among the team leaders. Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by First Summit Bank. Experience the difference with First Summit Bank. We're almost set to kick it off here at Penn Cambria High School. It's the Panthers and the Marauders for the Laurel Highlands crown, and it's coming up next on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Welcome to the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals. I'm Joshua, the District Manager for the Good Feet Store in Altoona. As America's arch support experts, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they love free from foot, knee, or back pain. From our local athletes on the field to our friends, family, and neighbors, life is a journey we all take one step at a time. Let your local Good Feet Store help you take that journey without pain. Good luck to both teams tonight, and we hope you enjoyed the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals.
Here at Penn Cambria, the Panthers have won the opening coin toss and elected to receive. Bishop Guilfoyle will be kicking off, and Rick Hall, not only is the emotion of this championship game going through the crowd here at Penn Cambria, you also add to that the emotion of senior night for Penn Cambria here as well.
Yeah, this is their first 9-0 start in 35 years, Joe. And I'll tell you what, you can feel the electricity in the building. This place is packed, and everybody's expecting a good football game, as are we.
Michael Kishadi, who has 16 touchbacks in his 59 kickoffs this year, is set to boot it with the right foot for the Marauders. Also 9-0, and they're accustomed to that sort of success. 4 1A state titles in an 8-year span. Spent 2 years at Class 2A. They're back down to Single A this year. And this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game is underway. Kickoff into the end zone. Touchback. The Panthers will start at the 20. And here is the offensive starting lineup for Penn Cambria. Brought to you by the Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts. Brady Jones has 1,040 passing yards this year. Thomas Plunkett is the running back. Derek Hine has taken more of a role in the passing game lately, but he lays the lumber on defense. We talked about Gavin Harold just a few minutes ago. Eckenrode, Nadolski, the other wideouts with Faribault, Eckenrode, Price, Friedak, and Somerville up front. And it is a 1st and 10 for Penn Cambria. Black jerseys on a blackout as well amongst the crowd here at Penn Cambria, and Jones pulls it away. His pass complete, getting into the hands of the playmaker, Gavin Harold, who is all the way down near the 40-yard line. A 20-yard pickup on the first play of the game. Bishop Guilfoyle may have to do a better job on defense. We'll take a look at their defensive starters here, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's Arch Support experts. Hosgood, Eckenrode, Georgiana, Kashani up front. McCloskey, Consiglio, and Kissel are the linebackers. Riley, Kissel, Listoki, and Gates in the defensive backfield. And a 1st and 10 for Penn Cambria at its own 40-yard line. Second offensive play of the night. Derek Hite goes in motion. Jones fakes a pitch to him and it loses it, but it is recovered. The Panthers get it back, as that was alertly picked up. It actually ends up as a gain on the play, but Rick, that could have been disastrous.
It could have been. Torian Consiglio was the closest man to the football. Somehow Penn Cambria able to get back. When we talked to Nick Felis during our conference call, Joe, he said sometimes it takes the offense a little while to get going. They like to keep it vanilla and then see what the defense is offering. So we'll see how that plays out here.
He said it was a slow going last week against Bishop McCourt. Took them about 12 plays, 2 offensive series to really find their footing. 2nd down and 6. Jones to throw. Finds Harold. Harold maneuvering his way through traffic on the screen. He is brought down by Torian Consiglio, but he has another. Pristo's first down for outdoor power equipment. Nobody cuts it like Pristo's.
And they move Harold around a lot. You saw the first play from scrimmage. They had him lined up to the right. This time to the far side of the field. They try to keep the defense off balance. He gives them a lot to think about.
12-yard pickup on that reception. Penn Cambria moves into Bishop Guilfoyle territory. A 1st and 10 at the Marauder 44. Shifting around the backs here, Mason Mento now in the game, number 25 for the Panthers. And on a 1st and 10, it'll be Harold taking the snap, and Gavin Harold has some room out across the 40, out to about the 37-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down now for Penn Cambria, but Gavin Harold, a type of player that moves all around the field.
Yeah, he is, and this is so smart, I think, by Penn Cambria. Keep him involved. Get him involved early. Get the football in his hands. Make sure he is emotionally invested in this football game. And you see the start they're having.
On the direct snap and able to get that movement, but a penalty flag on the play. Our referee is Denny Gramling, and he moves it back, holding the call. And so that'll move the ball back to the 46-yard line of Penn Cambria. So instead of a 2nd down, it'll be now a 1st and 20 for the Panthers. Harold the motion man this time. Jones will be the one to take the snap. And he hands it off to Mason Mento, and Mento gets back the penalty yardage and more across the 40-yard line of Bishop Guilfoyle near the 1st down marker. He picks up 18 on a 1st and 20 play.
That's a heck of a run right there. That's a strong young man, and he was dragging tacklers with him. Here's another look at it. You're not going to arm tackle him. Look at the leg drive.
Thomas Plunkett's the yardage leader on this team, but Mason Mento picked up 318 yards in the first 9 games of the season coming in. He has scored 6 rushing touchdowns, just as many as Plunkett as well. And Mento will stay on the field as Gavin Harold, number 12, is going to take the snap again on 2nd and 2. At least that's the look that the Panthers are presenting. Fake the give. Harold will keep it himself into the nose of the line and held up short of the line to gain. It'll be a third down and less than a yard.
Third and a short yard for the Panthers. Ball is resting on the Guilfoyle.
This is the first offensive possession of this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. And Penn Cambria, Rick, seems to have found its footing much earlier than they're accustomed to.
Yeah, like we talked about, Nick Felis said it takes them a little while to get going offensively, but this one here, they're moving the ball pretty well.
Harold will throw this time. Mento drops it. The pass is incomplete. It was a forward pass. Harold has done a little bit of everything this year, but unable to complete the pass there. So now 4th and 1 at the Bishop Guilfoyle 35.
Yeah, definitely a forward pass, and that's one he wishes he had back. I think he might have taken his eyes off and looked upfield quickly to see what was available and just didn't secure the football first. 4th and 1, you got to go for it here.
And Harold will take the snap again. Jones is still on the field. He's split out wide to the left. You see him at the top left of your screen. Little bit of a wildcat look, relying on the push from the line, and Harold has the Pristos first down.
That's exactly the play I was expecting right there, running behind that very good, deep, talented offensive line. You only need a half a yard. No need to get too fancy. Put the ball in Harold's hands. Follow your blocker. Sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Rick. Officially needed 1. Picked up 3. 1st and 10 at the BG 32-yard line. 8:07 to go in the first quarter and counting. And Gavin Harold, warming up. He definitely did warm up all over the field. This time it's Brady Jones to take the snap. Harold will be the slot man to the right. 2 receivers each way. Mento remains the back joining Jones. And Mento will get the carry and slam straight into the teeth of the defensive line. Rocco Kajati having to ride him across the 30-yard line. Brought down at the 29. Calling a pickup of 4. They'll bring up second down.
Yeah, right now Penn Cambria just imposing their will in this football game on their first drive.
And that's what Justin Wheeler on the Bishop Guilfoyle side told us he expected from this Penn Cambria offense early.
Yeah, he said up front they're about as good as it gets. They are talented, they're big, strong.
Motion man is Harold. Flip the pass forward to him, and Harold on the move inside the 25. Into the red zone now as he's brought down at the Bishop Guilfoyle 20. Picks up 8, moves the chains for another Pristos first down.
Already a 10-play drive that began at their own 20.
And he is carrying defenders with him on these plays. Chase Kissel finally brought him down. A 1st and 10 at the Marauder 20. This time Harold's spread out wide to the left, but Jones will carry it himself. He's waist-locked at the line of scrimmage by Jake Kissel, the junior. And forward progress will get him past the line of scrimmage, but only about a half yard. It'll be a 2nd and long. Brady Jones, Nick Felis, the head coach of the Panthers, is telling us a very talented runner, though they're calling less designed run plays for him this year.
Yeah, he has a better grasp of the offense. So they're trying to open the playbook, and like you said, Joe, trying to keep him from running the football as often.
Thomas Plunkett replaces Mento on the field as the running back for 2nd and 9. Jones on the rollout, lofting into the end zone. Touchdown, Gavin Harold! Is a touchdown grab of the season. His 20th touchdown overall. And the Panthers on the opening possession tonight take up nearly half of the first quarter and go up 6-0 with the extra point pending.
12 plays, 80 yards. Watch the pass. Great pass. Circus catch at the end. Boy, what a drive. Harold involved in everything on that opening drive.
And you see the enthusiasm of this Penn Cambria crowd. They got the blackout. They got the blue lights. They want their team to go black and blue, and the fire truck was going as well. And they will go for 2, as they do after every touchdown this year. Jones takes the snap. He's got an open man in Harold, but he overthrew him a bit. The pass is incomplete. The 2-point try is no good. But Penn Cambria scores the opening touchdown of the game. And with 6:06 to go in the first quarter, Bishop Guilfoyle gets the ball for the first time when we return on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Yeah, the Penn Cambria Boosters would like to thank Window World as the game sponsor tonight. Please support Window World.
So Penn Cambria takes the ball nearly the length of the field, 80 yards in 11 plays, taking 5 minutes, 54 seconds. And it's the Panthers leading 6-0. The Bishop Guilfoyle offense here on the Good Feet Store starting lineups. Chase Kissel, the quarterback, 2,000 yards this season. Consiglio, the fullback, he's a bruiser. Hamilton Gates is a little bit of everything. So does Nick McCloskey. Braden Riley's been an outstanding wide receiver. Jake Kissel, the tight end. The offensive front, Eckenrode, Kishani, Murphy, Osgood, and Peterson, a freshman at right tackle. There you see Rocco Kishani, number 60. He was getting in the midst of a lot of the action on the defensive front. And now BG with a lot of the same players that were just on defense for that 11-play Penn Cambria drive will look to get back those points they gave up on offense. And the kickoff inside the 20 is taken by Braden Riley, trying to angle it away from the big play man Hamilton Gates. Riley, number 3, is out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26-yard line.
Number 3, Riley, takes the kick.
The Good Feet Store starting lineup on the Penn Cambria defense. Fairball, Friedak, Kimmer, Mento, Ryan, Height, and Plunkett. The linebackers outstanding, particularly Derek Height, an all-state performer at linebacker. Eckenrode and Lilly been outstanding cornerbacks. Harold and Guinness in the defensive backfield. And on 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, Chase Kissel at the offensive controls for the first time tonight. Torian Consiglio in the backfield with him. And Kissel's going to put it up. He's going to Riley, near side, overthrow him, incomplete. Marcus Eckenrode had the coverage over there. And second down coming up.
Here's another look at it right here, trying to get on the field on the first play. The ball just a little overthrown to that back shoulder.
Second down and 10. Riley comes near side. You see the backfield shifting around. Consiglio joining Hamilton Gates back there, and Gates will get the carry on 2nd and 10. Follows his blockers, has the Pristos first down and more, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That'll move the chains, a pickup of 15, and see why Hamilton Gates is the big play guy on this Bishop Guilfoyle team.
Yeah, very elusive. You see all the tools right there, the vision, the burst of speed right here. Sees a little gap, able to stiff arm a defender. He's a big-time playmaker.
So 1st and 10 at the Marauder 41. Empty backfield now for BG. Trenton Murphy, the junior center. Back to Kissel. Back he goes, finally fires incomplete. Brother Jake, who's been more of a pass receiving threat the past couple of weeks. 2 long touchdown grabs for the Marauders against Phillipsburg Osceola. But there, the pass a little above his head and brings up second down.
Yeah, he's had a total of 4 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. And he's really become a better blocker, Justin Wheeler said.
And, of course, he has that connection, Chase and Jake. They are brothers, and they are definitely going to be looking out for one another in this game. 2nd down and 10. Consiglio in the backfield. Nick McCloskey, the slot man, will go in motion as the wingback left, setting up the screen. Can't get it away, however. Kissel does finally fire, and it's intercepted. Marcus Eckenrode with the pick. His 3rd interception of the year, and Penn Cambria forces the first turnover of the night.
That's an ill-advised throw. He'd like to have that one back. I understand why he did it. He's just trying to avoid the sack and the big loss of yardage there. But you throw it up in the middle of the field, bad things can happen. And give Eckenrode a lot of credit. He was really the only one who reacted to that football in the air.
He looked like a center fielder coming in. Of course, game 1 of the World Series tonight.
I said it last week to Brian. I'll say it to you. You guys are the Segway Kings, you and Brian.
Now, Penn Cambria takes over where Bishop Guilfoyle's last play started at the Marauder 41 in plus territory. They held the ball for nearly 6 minutes on their opening drive. PG gives it back to him after just 36 seconds. And on a 1st and 10, play action. Jones going to tuck it and run. And Brady Jones is across the 35, chased down by the senior Joseph Eckenrode. Give him out to the 33-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, it was one of those not designed runs, just nothing available downfield, so he decided to tuck it and take off and get what he could. And Penn Cambria making all the right decisions here so far early in this one.
Now, home field advantage definitely to their liking. The Mountain Maniacs, the Penn Cambria students, Nick Felix said they were going to play an important role tonight, and certainly you've heard the noise here. 2nd down and 2. Jesse Georgiana. And there's the nose man, but Jones will take off, run, and try to spin out of a tackle, but Eckenrode able to bring him down once again. He's near 1st down yardage. We'll see what the official spot is. They'll give him the 31. That should be enough for a 1st down, but they're still looking at it. And yes, Danny Gramling says 1st down, Penn Cambria. Bristows 1st down.
Another not designed run, but he's able just to pick up what he can and keep the chains moving here. And I'll tell you what, Nick Felix has to be so happy with this start offensively. We talked about it a couple of times. He said they come out sluggish offensively a lot till they really get on a roll. You wouldn't know it by what you've seen here tonight, Joe.
Absolutely not. Now, of course, harken back that very first drive, nearly curtailed by a fumble, but the Panthers were able to recover. And on a 1st and 10 from the 31, Jones firing down the near side, incomplete. Derek Kite, the intended receiver, but over his head. Nick McCloskey on the coverage that time. 2nd down.
Yeah, good coverage there, too, by McCloskey. That was a really tight window. He would have had to fit that one in. Here's another look. Looks all over the field. Probably his 3rd or 4th option right there.
Well, Nick Felix told us about the increased confidence and maturity that Brady Jones has back there. Pass like that might be a sign of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now they go back to the quasi-wildcat. Gavin Harold will take the snap here on 2nd and 10. And he hands it off to Mason Mento, who is brought down in the backfield. Jake Kissel leads the charge that time. And it'll be 3rd down and 12 after a loss.
I think you're in 4-down territory here again. We saw him go for it from the 35, and at the 34 on the next series, I think you might just try to draw something up here to get half of it or, some of it back.
And given the fact you saw Penn Cambria go for 2 after the first touchdown, they go for 2 after every touchdown. The kicking game is not the strongest, the place kicking game that is. But Jones trying to take off, and the ball is on the ground. BG says they have it, and they do. Coming up with a loose ball, Hayden Osgood, the junior defensive end. And Bishop Guilfoyle gets that turnover right back.
It was Jacob Kissel who came through and disrupted that whole thing right from the very beginning. You'll see him come through. Number 8, here he comes. And that really disrupted everything. And he ended up putting the ball on the ground, Jones did. And as you said, first turnover here by Penn Cambria. And Guilfoyle back in.
And that might have been number 60, the sophomore Rocco Kashani that worked that free. If so, that's the 2nd fumble he has forced this season. Now a 1st and 10 for Bishop Guilfoyle at their own 36. 3:14 to go in the first quarter. The handoff is to Hamilton Gates, and he follows his blockers again out across the 40-yard line, and a penalty flag down, a little extracurricular activity after Gates had already seen his forward progress stopped. Referee Danny Gramling will have the call.
Dead ball, personal foul, 52 black, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Preston Faribault, the guilty party there, and they'll add 15 yards onto the end of what was a 5-yard run. It'll be a Prisco's first down via penalty.
Yeah, you got to keep your emotions in check here. It's a big ball game. You can sense it in the building tonight. And this place is rocking.
And it'll take the ball all the way down to the Penn Cambria 43. So now the Marauders on the move. Again, Chase Kissel came into the game with 2,000 yards passing on the dot. Max Preps has that as the 10th best mark in the state of Pennsylvania. And now another flag. It'll be encroachment on the Panthers.
Already the third penalty of the quarter on Penn Cambria.
Dead ball, encroachment, 53 defense, still first down.
Brock Friedak a little early there, so it'll be a 1st and 5 now following the personal foul with the encroachment call. Now Bishop Guilfoyle took some power punches early in this heavyweight matchup from the Panthers. They are fighting right back here as we get near the end of the opening stanza. And Kissel will keep it himself. Chase Kissel out across the 35. He is a capable runner as well, over 300 yards rushing for him this season. Pair of touchdowns on the ground. He's thrown for 24. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 2.
Here's a look right here. That was one of those RPOs, run pass option. He made a good play to pull it out of there as the back was closed on very quickly.
And Rick, you know that's a good fake because Torian Consiglio took one in the chops that time. They thought he had the ball.
He sure did.
Consiglio now will be the wing back to the right, an empty backfield for Chase Kissel, the senior, and movement on the right side. You saw it right there. Brother Jake a little anxious.
Oh, false start, number 8 offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat the 2nd down.
Gives back the yardage from the encroachment call earlier, so now 2nd and 7. Panther defense signaling. You see there, the one doing the signaling, Preston Faribault. He's a senior. They call him the old man of the line. He's been a 4-year starter on the defensive front. Kissel will empty the backfield once again. Consiglio, the wing back to the right. Kissel to throw across the middle, incomplete. A little bit behind Braden Riley, the intended receiver.
Looked like it was double coverage on Riley there. And again, a really tight window. He would have had to fit that ball in.
Now, it's interesting, Rick. You know, we would have thought, talking with Nick Felis, that Hamilton Gates would be the guy that was receiving a lot of double coverage in this game.
Yes, and right here you'll see it. 2 defenders right around him.
That's not to say, of course, that he doesn't get a lot of coverage his way. We have seen him run the ball twice. Does not have a catch yet in the opening quarter. He'll line up in the backfield on this 3rd and 7 along with Consiglio. And Consiglio switch places as they flip the formation. And Kissel gets out of a would-be tackle by Derek Height and diving towards the marker. Looks like at first glance he comes up short, although now the official looks like from the spot that's going to be close.
It's going to be really close. Well, they're signaling 4th down, so it's going to be 4th and inches, it looks like.
And how about Kissel? Not too often that happens. You get out of the waiting arms of Derek Height. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah, not many guys get around Height, either by speed or by power, but right there he was able to make a miss.
Gates motions out to the right. A little bit of a pistol look here. And with 38 seconds left in the opening quarter, timeout. It's called by Bishop Guilfoyle. So we will step aside here, and when we come back, it'll be 4th and 1 for Bishop Guilfoyle. Here in the latter stages of the first quarter of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship on the Good Feet Stores Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. Our athlete will receive a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of USCO Federal Credit Union. And our friends of the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships are asking you to show us your team spirit by snapping a pic, then upload it by clicking Chime In at WJACTV.com or the 6 News app. Sponsored by the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships. So a timeout called by Bishop Guilfoyle, their first of the half. And they encounter a 4th and 1. It's a little less than 1. Joe Putnam, Rick Hall along with you. 38 seconds left in this opening quarter.
It's been everything we thought it would be so far, Joe.
Pistol look once again for the Marauders. Chase Kissel, the senior quarterback. And he'll turn around, hand it off to Torian Consiglio, who is brought down by Gavin Harold, short of the line to gain. Penn Cambria ball.
He is dropped behind the line by number 12, Gavin Harold.
What a defensive stand right there for PC. Here's another look right here. You'll see Harold just come from the backside and a turnover on downs. He's doing it on both sides so far in this football game. Has the touchdown reception and a big defensive play there.
We told you he was one of the team leaders in tackles on an outstanding defense for this Penn Cambria squad. Guys like Derek Hype, Mason Mento, the sophomore Corbin Vinglish, who's really come on, but Harold's right there with him and gets the 4th down stop to give Penn Cambria a 1st and 10 at its own 34-yard line. And the give this time up the middle is Thomas Plunkett on the carry. Plunkett had 100 yards rushing last week and just 11 carries against Bishop McCord in a 24-12 victory. A reminder, both of these teams unbeaten headed into this game as the final seconds of the first quarter whittle down. And Penn Cambria will be content to flip the field here. They lead this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter action from Penn Cambria right after this. You're watching the Good Feet Stores Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. Bishop Guilfoyle fans on hand here, and here's one of today's West Central Equipment line mowers for the Marauders. Joseph Eckenrode, a staple, number 76, the senior. He's the lone senior on the offensive line, leads the way defensively as well. 6'2", 285 pounds, the line play a hallmark of 5 state finalists and 4 state championship squads from Bishop Guilfoyle, and this year no different behind Joseph Eckenrode and company. For your lawn and garden equipment needs, turn to West Central Equipment, your authorized John Deere dealer, with locations in Martinsburg, Evansburg, and Somerset.
And Eckenrode started off as a tight end early in his career, and they moved him to line, and he's become such a valuable part of that great offensive line that Bishop Guilfoyle has.
And in fact, Eckenrode helped Bishop Guilfoyle win that 4th 1A state title as a tight end, moving over as a freshman, but he's now a veteran leader of this Marauder squad that is looking to get back to the state title game, now down to Mechanicsburg. And it's a 2nd and 5 for Penn Cambria as they are at the top of the District 6 3A standings, and a big reason why Thomas Plunkett able to move his way into Bishop Guilfoyle territory for Dr. Molly Trossel, first down.
Well, Penn Cambria has so many offensive weapons that a defense has to keep an eye on every play. You can double team Harold, then you give it to Plunkett. You give it to Height. They just have so many weapons.
And to the Bishop Guilfoyle 49-yard line. A first down and 10. Brady Jones remains the quarterback. Pulls it back this time, looking to throw. In his face is Osgood, so on the move he goes. Gets out of grasp of Consiglio at first, but Osgood arrives to help on that side, and they bring him down at the line of scrimmage. That would go as a sack, as there's no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
It's amazing he was able to extend the play as long as he did, considering all the pressure. Well, that's a heck of an effort by that young man just to get it back to the line of scrimmage, Joe.
And Torian Consiglio like a brick wall there. 103 tackles in the first 9 games of the season for Mr. Consiglio per Max Preps. On a 2nd and 10, Plunkett will go in motion this time. Harold, the man taking the snap, and Gavin Harold plunges towards the line, but he is pushed back by Nick McCloskey. And his forward progress stopped after a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Panthers.
After that opening drive for Penn Cambria, the 11-play drive, they drove it 80 yards for the touchdown. The last 2 drives, this Guilfoyle defense has stood up and really made a statement.
Yeah, forced a fumble last time out. That gave them the ball back. And now trying to come up big, and they actually spot it down after just a 1-yard gain. So a 3rd and 9 from the 48 of Bishop Guilfoyle. Jones will take the snap once again. Back to throw with a 5-man rush. Weaving his way through traffic. He'll try to scramble to the near side. He's guided out of bounds by Michael Kashadi, the senior cornerback. And he's ruled out of bounds right around the 45-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, and looks like it'll be punting time for Penn Cambria.
Yeah, I think from here you definitely have to kick the football away, 4th and 5. If it were a 4th and inches again, I think maybe you line up and just play that power game. But right here, I think you kick it away.
Do have to be on the lookout. The quarterback, Brady Jones, is also the punter. He's averaging 33 yards a kick on 20 punts this year. He has let loose a 60-yarder, but the ever-dangerous Hamilton Gates waits back deep, and that's why the kick gets angled away from him and takes a great Penn Cambria roll inside the 5 and down at the 1-yard line. Evan LaTurner, the one to touch it down. But punts don't get much better than that, particularly in postseason play.
Yeah, very effective execution of everything right there for Penn Cambria, the kick and the guys downfield covering.
Coming up, make sure to keep watching for the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships Halftime Report. We'll look at highlights from around the country, plus Wendy's Teacher Appreciation Honorees and the USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athletes. And accommodations have been provided in part by Courtyard by Marriott Pittsburgh North Cranberry Woods, located in Cranberry Township. To make a reservation for yourself tonight, call 724-776-1900. From his own end zone, Chase Kissel will take a 1st and 10 snap. And he gets the pass away. It's complete to Torian Consiglio. Breaks a tackle. Tiptoes down the sideline. He keeps on going. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Corbin Vinglish was the man to prevent what would have been a 99-yard touchdown.
Oh, yeah, long gain right there. Just a little toss. He just went out in the flat. No defenders on with him. When a defender got over there, he shook him off and turned it into a huge gain. Right there, you see him shake off the would-be tackler. And that was Thomas Plunkett. That's a huge play for Bishop Guilfoyle.
A 45-yard gain for number 42. And a 1st and 10 for the Marauders as they get out from the shadow of their goalposts. Actually, call it 46 yards. They've spotted the ball at the 47. And whistles before the snap. Danny Gramling and crew will sort it out. Might be a delay of game call. We'll see.
Ball, delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Well, it's a 40-yard play clock normally between plays, but if it goes out of bounds on administrative stoppage, it might be 25, and I think that's what happened to the Marauders there, Rick.
Yeah, and they just kind of lost track. Second penalty of the game for Bishop McCourt, both on offense. They had the false start earlier, now the delay of game.
And now a 1st and 15 for Bishop Guilfoyle. Penalties like that, I'm sure, cannot please head coach Justin Wheeler. Splitting Riley out wide. Now Gates steps up to the right of the quarterback, Chase Kissel, and he will get the carry here. And slices through the hole, gets to the corner, and all the way out to the Penn Cambria 36-yard line. Tripped up there, but it's good enough for Dr. Molly Trossel. First down after a gain of 21.
Two huge gains, one on a short little dump off, and right there, just a little end around, and some missed tackles, some good blocking up front. And they're all the way down to the 36 of Penn Cambria after 2 plays.
Hamilton Gates has done most of his damage offensively as a pass receiver, but tonight he has been a runner, and a good one.
Yeah, I think this is just the situation that Penn Cambria had early. Just get your big guy involved in the football game early, and Guilfoyle doing it as well.
1st and 10 from the Panther 36. Kissel loads up, looking to throw, looking for Gates. It's incomplete. Grant Gaddis came over at the last moment with a deflection from his safety position. 2nd down after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, I was going to say what you just said, Joe. Good help over the top, safety help over the top right there. Here's another look at it. And you see him read that and come over, and a pretty good collision there at the end. Well, hope everybody's okay, thankfully.
Absolutely, and we heard Nick Felis sing the praises of Blake Lilly and Marcus Eckenroe, but he knew they would need some help. And they got it there, 2nd down and 10. Motion man Gates gets the carry again. And this time he's stacked up after a short gain. Preston Faribaugh among those in on the stop. And a gain of 2, so a 3rd and 8 coming up now for Bishop Guilfoyle. And Rick, we've said it before, but this has got to be 4-down territory, right?
I would absolutely think so.
There's a little bit better place kicking game on the part of the Marauders. Carter Boland is 2 for 4, but his longest field goal made this season is from 27 yards out. Kissel empties the backfield on 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to his right. He'll look that way, under duress, gets out of the arms of one defender, Plunkett, and heading toward the sideline. He's got enough for the 1st down. I should say Mason Mento was the man who was applying the initial pressure, but Chase Kissel all the way down to the Penn Cambria 15-yard line, picks up 19 yards and a Dr. Molly Trossel 1st down.
This has been a drive of chunk plays here for Bishop Guilfoyle, and that was all Kissel right there. He just got forced out to his right, looked up, saw some room, and said, you know what, I'm going to take off at this football. And just a great run.
And we heard Justin Wheeler talk about runs exactly like that have happened for him the last couple of weeks. Bishop Guilfoyle coming off a quartet of 40-plus point performances, looking for their first points of the night tonight as Torian Consiglio gets the call on the first down carry inside the 15, nearly the 10. Corbin Vinglish leading the way on the tackle.
Number 32, English.
And English is a guy, he had a huge game. We had Penn Cambria on earlier this season when they hosted Forest Hills, and what turned out to be a really good football game. Forest Hills, a very scrappy team. English had a really, really solid night that night for Penn Cambria.
Yep, the Panthers won that one 30-22. They're leading 6-0 right now, but BG knocking on the door. And Kissel back to throw. Lofting it toward the corner. He was looking for Gates, but didn't quite connect. Gates couldn't break free. And it's now third down.
Yeah, he got tied up with the defender, just could not complete that little route to the corner of the end zone.
And Chase Kissel's been a very efficient passer this season as well. An incomplete pass there, but he came in with 73% completions on the season. An outstanding mark. Well, Gates with 41 rushing yards to this point, but that is where he's done most of his damage. Now a 3rd and 8. Consiglio joins Kissel in the backfield in the shotgun. Oh, movement on the left side, and Hamilton Gates, you saw him flinch on the left side of the formation. That'll set PG back 5.
Dead ball. False start. Wide receiver. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, those dead ball pre-snap penalties, those are the ones that keep the coaches up at night, Joe.
And unfortunately, we've seen that on multiple occasions tonight. So now, instead of a 3rd and 7, makes it a 3rd and 12. Well, the Marauders definitely want to get at least the better portion of that, get some points on the board, and perhaps cut this deficit in half, but they'd sure love to tie it up. Shifting on the defensive front by Penn Cambria. Here comes the pressure. Kissel gets it away, finds Consiglio into the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle. He opened up the drive with a 45-yard reception. He finishes with a touchdown grab, his 4th of the year.
18 yards. I'll tell you what, the pressure came right up the middle. Give Kissel a ton of credit. He saw him coming up the middle. He knew he was going to take a shot. He stood in there. He delivered the football. What a drive by Bishop Guilfoyle.
Carter Bolin on for the extra point. Justin Wheeler on to hold. Rocco Casciati, the snapper, on this place kick unit. And the point after is good for Bolin, his 26th of the year. So it's 7:12 to go here in the second quarter. Bishop Guilfoyle takes the lead for the first time in this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. It's 7-6 Marauders. Back with more after this on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Richland 24, Bellefonte 7. Hollinsburg 21, Du Bois 14. Glendale 7, Northern Bedford 0.
Congratulations to Du Bois Central Catholic School, our 2024 Kindness Counts winning school. On behalf of the Blaze Alexander family dealerships, we want to thank all the high schools who entered our Kindness Counts contest. We also want to thank all the extraordinary work done by all of our local schools to improve the communities we live in. And hotel accommodations have been furnished in part by Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Clarion, located on exit 62 off I-80. To make a reservation there now, call 814-223-4010. Bishop Guilfoyle able to respond in kind here in the second quarter after Penn Cambria went nearly the length of the field to score the opening touchdown on the first possession of the game. The Marauders embark on a long drive of their own, 99 yards, to take the lead here in this Laurel Highlands championship game.
Yeah, in only 8 plays, a lot of chunk plays on that drive right there for BG.
Quite the line for Torian Consiglio. 2 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown, both on the first and last plays of that drive.
That's the way to bookend a drive right there, baby. That's how you do it.
It's interesting. Right, Torian Consiglio, normally a runner, did his damage as a pass receiver. We normally see Hamilton Gates with big receiving games. He's doing his damage as a runner with 41 yards so far.
Football's a game of adjustments.
And we've still got plenty to go here in this one. Over 31 minutes in this championship game between 2 undefeated teams and a touchback on the kickoff. And once again, Penn Cambria will start at its 20-yard line.
It's been a little better so far than last year's Laurel Highlands championship game.
Well, remember in that game, Richland absolutely decimated by injuries in that one, visiting Central. So behind the 8 ball as it was, and the Dragons just able to pour it on and take the inaugural Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference championship game crown, at least in this iteration. But one of these 2 teams will take this 2024 title game and put that trophy in their case proudly. Brady Jones back to throw on the move, and he is spun around and brought down. Joseph Eckenrode, the senior defensive tackle. We spotlighted him just a little while ago. He's been superb on both sides of the line. A loss of 2 on the sack.
Yes, he has.
And speaking of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference, the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference is proud to recognize UPMC as a silver corporate sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. UPMC, life-changing medicine. And the LHAC would like to thank Conemaugh Health System for being an official healthcare provider of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Conemaugh Health System is providing the training services for today's championship events. And a timeout is called by Penn Cambria, so they spend their first timeout. And we'll take it as well. 7-6 Bishop Guilfoyle, second quarter action on the Good Feed Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. Our West Central Equipment line mowers really moved the line, and Joseph Eckenrode did just that on the last play, a sack of Brady Jones in the backfield. One of the big plays that he's been making throughout his career at Bishop Guilfoyle, the 6'2", 285-pound senior, certainly looking to play at the next level as well. West Central Equipment is your authorized John Deere dealer.
Yeah, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to play at the next level with that kind of size and that kind of athleticism and determination you see on every play. That last play, Joe, I think they were trying to set up a screen to the left to the near boundary, and Guilfoyle had it diagnosed, and Jones was just forced to tuck it and run again.
And Eckenrode chased him down. Now a 2nd and 12. Handoff goes up the middle to Thomas Plunkett this time, and Plunkett is out to the 20-yard line. Gets back the yardage lost on the sack, but not much more. And it'll be a 3rd and about 10 coming up for the Panthers.
Since that first drive, Guilfoyle's really stepped up defensively.
Hayden Hosgood holding on to that tackle. Junior defensive end has made a few stops, more than a few stops already in this game. As we enter the final half of the second quarter, less than 6 minutes till halftime. But before that, Penn Cambria with a shot on this 3rd and long, and Jones will tuck it and run again. Angled toward the sideline, but he is bumped out of bounds, maybe a little bit more than a bump from Torian Consiglio and Braden Riley. Gets close to the marker, but not quite there. It'll be 4th down, and we'll see if it's punt time for the Panthers, and it looks to be.
Well, you love to see your middle linebacker Consiglio there running sideline to sideline, making a play on the sideline. That's called determination and hunger right there to make a play.
So on 4th and 3, again, Jones, the quarterback, in addition to being the punter, he let loose a rocket last time, went 46 yards and was down to the 1-yard line, but BG able to drive all the way, 99 yards following that, and now the dangerous Hamilton Gates waits back, and a snap goes past Jones to the goal line, trying to save it. He is brought down at the 1-yard line of Penn Cambria. So after pinning the Marauders back at their own 1-yard line, a bad snap forces him to just hop on the ball at his own 1, and the Marauders are on the doorstep of extending their lead.
Wow, this game has flopped, taking a complete 180. I shouldn't say flop, but it's flip-flop, taking a complete 180. Penn Cambria all had everything going in the first half of that first quarter. Since then, Guilfoyle making all the plays, and that one was a gift to them. I mean, a bad snap.
And Jake Kissel was the man who brought him down at the 1-yard line. And it's 1st and goal. And before all that, a timeout. Bishop Guilfoyle didn't want to take another delay of game. Not right on the doorstep of the goal line, so the Marauders will take their 2nd timeout of this opening half. Our friends of the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships are asking you to show us your team spirit by snapping a pic, then upload it by clicking Chime In at WJACTV.com or the 6 News app. Sponsored by the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships. And there they are, the Mountain Maniacs in the best seat in the house. Levin Furniture celebrating the fans with the best seat in the house. If you're looking for the best seat in your house, visit Levin Furniture. And we told them beforehand, Rick, you were there. You talked to them before the game. This was their chance to prove what they're made of. They have brought the noise for the most part tonight.
They absolutely have. This whole building's been on fire here tonight. It's been electric.
Although the volume may have lessened a bit on this side because Penn Cambria with their backs against the wall after a bad snap on a punt. Bishop Guilfoyle, 1st and goal at the 1. Jake Kissel, number 8, lining up as a wingback left. So is Nick McCloskey. It'll be Consiglio on the direct snap. Torian Consiglio following his blockers. Stacked up at the goal line, and he is pushed back. He is short. And it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now a penalty flag.
Penalty flag on the play.
Now you saw the Marauders. You saw Kissel trying to get some of his players out of there. A little bit of extracurricular stuff.
And Denny Gramling and this officiating crew will sort it out. Here's the call. Well, hold on. Now they're talking it over some more here. I'm wondering, well, there's a question here maybe of enforcement. There could be, we could have penalty on both teams, could have contact on an official. Let's see.
Unsportsmanlike 50 white. We have unsportsmanlike 52 black. 52 black.
So there you heard it. Hayden Hosgood for Bishop Guilfoyle and Preston Faribault for Penn Cambria, both with unsportsmanlike conduct fouls. Now remember, that puts them one away from disqualification in this game, but it does mean they just wash out and will have second and goal at the 1.
Yeah, I think that's a break for Guilfoyle right there. I tell you, that could have been disaster for them, moving that football back 15 yards, setting up a second and goal from the 16, but they decided to go both ways.
Once again, thanks to the Good Feet Store for making this season's high school football broadcast possible. The Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts. So after the offsetting, unsportsmanlike conduct fouls, it is second and goal from the 1. Justin Wheeler, the Bishop Guilfoyle head coach, backpedaling towards his sideline here. And once again, Consiglio set back to take the snap. He gets it, going toward the corner this time, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle. Consiglio's second score of the night, his 8th on the ground this year.
When the Guilfoyle offensive line did a great job just sealing off that edge. He waltzed into the end zone, uncontested. And you see Justin Wheeler right there talking to the man who got the unsportsmanlike penalty.
That's right, and coaching up Hosgood, every moment's a teachable moment, even in the celebration after a touchdown, and Carter Bolin will try to make this an 8-point game. 4:25 to go here in the second quarter, and Bolin's kick is good. So a 14-6 advantage for the Marauders, and Rick, it was about 2 years ago. In fact, a little bit over that is, well, now we got a flag again, and this might have officially entered the level of chippy.
I think it has. I'm just looking back on that bad snap.
Dead ball. Personal foul, 53 Black.
So you hear there, it is Brock Friedak who picks up a personal foul. That'll be assessed on the kickoff, so Bishop Guilfoyle will be able to kick from the Penn Cambria 45, but Rick, as you were saying about the punt snap.
Well, you just look back and you think Jones, he wants to pick it up and make a play there. Might have been smarter just thinking back, maybe taking a safety on that situation and then kicking the football away, giving up the 2 points. But that's something, in the heat of the battle, you don't really think about. You want to pick up the ball and make a play for your team. So, there's a couple different schools of thought there, Joe.
Absolutely, and Penn Cambria coaches none too pleased after the personal foul will move this kickoff to the 45. And Rick, it was a little over 2 years ago. The last meeting between these two teams was here at Penn Cambria. We were here, and the game ebbed and flowed similar to this in the first half. Penn Cambria got some turnovers early, had Bishop Guilfoyle reeling, but the Marauders came back with 2 scores, took the lead. Panthers ended up winning that game. Gavin Harold, in fact, scored the winning touchdown as it turned out. We'll see how this one goes for the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship.
This game has been everything we thought it would be so far. Physical. We've seen some chunk plays. We've seen just a lot of everything. A lot of emotion. The stands are packed. We expected all this, and I hope everyone at home is enjoying it as much as we are.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to bring you the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals presented by Levin Furniture all season long. We are certainly ending on a high note tonight with the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship. Michael Kishotti to kick it away with 15 extra yards. He's already put it into the end zone 2 times already. And he's going to go onside this time, but hopping on top of it is Blake Nadolski. So trying to take advantage of the shortened area to try for the onside, get that bonus possession. But Penn Cambria will instead start this possession at its own 32-yard line.
And you know what? I like the call. The way your defense has played in the last couple series since they've gotten over that first series, I like taking that chance right there. I like that a lot, Joe. You?
Absolutely. With the short room, onside recovery by Penn Cambria does not affect the Marauders that much. It's a difference of 12 yards between the touchback and the onside kick recovery. And now Brady Jones and Penn Cambria will look to recover. And they give up the middle, bouncing off a man is Thomas Plunkett, and Plunkett out to the 37-yard line. Tyson Leskoki, the junior safety, got him low after a gain of 5.
I think this is a big series here for Penn Cambria, given what's happened. They got an early 6-0 lead. Here's another look at it. Play designed to go up the middle, nothing there. Plunkett just bouncing it, as you said, Joe, to the outside and picking up about 5.
Jones and Plunkett in the backfield once again. Gavin Harold, the big play man for Penn Cambria, who has their touchdown tonight, split wide left. Nadolski recover the onside kick, goes in motion. Jones, inside pass, incomplete. He's looking for Harold, but threw it a little bit behind him, had to hesitate from the initial screen setup.
Yeah, there was some pressure coming off that edge, and that kind of disrupted the play. And they wanted to set it up and get it to him right away. Here's another look at it right there. He wanted to deliver the football, couldn't do it.
And you saw the line got out in front. You get a lot more leeway here in the high school game than you do in college or the pros, being a man downfield. But now it's 3rd and 5 after the incompletion. Play clock down to 5. But snap off in plenty of time. A 4-man rush. Jones with flags coming in now. On the roll. Fires. It's complete. And the completion goes to Marcus Eckenrode, but we'll see what the penalties are for. They certainly look to be in the area of holding.
Absolutely they do. And if that is the case, it'll be the 6th penalty of the half against Penn Cambria.
Danny Gramling's been a busy man.
Holding. 52 black. 10 yards here. 10 yards from the line. It's behind the line of scrimmage. 10.
Now you heard Danny Gramling there. It's holding behind the line of scrimmage. It's assist 10 yards from the spot, regardless of whether it's ahead or behind the line of scrimmage. So set back even further to the 28.
Repeat 3rd.
And it's a repeat of 3rd down as Preston Faribaugh, the senior left tackle, was the man that got tagged with a holding call. And it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Now, they say 15. I think it's 15. Motion man is Gavin Harold. Goes into the slot to the right. 4-man rush once again. Kissel with pressure. Jones slips out of it once. Slips out of it twice. Cuts up the middle. He's got room to move. He's got blockers in front. And Brady Jones moving through the defense out to the Bishop Guilfoyle 46-yard line. Making magic out there. Brady Jones for a Dr. Molly Trossel first down.
That's a Houdini act. That's an absolute Houdini act right there. Watch this. 1 man, 2 men, Kissel again, 3, 4. Wow, that's just great athleticism.
31 yards, I believe, on the run. And a 1st and 10 from the BG 45. The screen complete to Harold this time, but Consiglio is there and swings him down by the shoulder pads. Harold not too appreciative of that particular tackle by Torian Consiglio, but why would he be? It's a loss.
And we're on the Penn Cambria side. You could hear the sideliner up. They want a penalty. I don't know if I see a penalty there, Joe. You?
Well, it definitely was
not
hard,
a horse collar.
No, he just grabbed him on the shoulder pads, and Gavin Harold's a guy who's proven that if you let him out, if you don't make every effort to put him down quickly, he can go a long way. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give, now fires down the middle, incomplete. Looking for Marcus Eckenrode.
Eckenrode falls incomplete.
And it'll be 3rd and long now for the Panthers once again. Jones able to pull a rabbit out of the hat on a 3rd and 15 not too long ago. We'll see what he has in store for this play. Call it the Bishop Guilfoyle 47. Minute 47 to go in the second quarter. So shortly before halftime. And, of course, a reminder that Rick will be headed down to the field. And right now it looks like he'll be talking to Justin Wheeler, Bishop Guilfoyle head coach, but we shall see. Here is a little trick play here. Pitch forward goes to Harold. Harold's got room. Harold's got a Dr. Molly Trossel first down, finally out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 28-yard line.
2 third and really, really long conversions on this drive for Penn Cambria.
Picks up 19 on a 3rd and 12.
And here's a look right here. Some good blocking up front, good blocking downfield.
And that would go as a forward pass to Harold. It did go forward. And, well, now we've got a timeout, and it's called by Bishop Guilfoyle as the Marauders looking to stop this Penn Cambria momentum. We're inside the final 2 minutes. That's the timeout clock you see right now as the time kept on the visible clock here, which feeds into our system. So, no, the clock is not moving. That's just for the timeout. And Bishop Guilfoyle will actually now be out of timeouts.
This is exactly what they need at Penn Cambria, Joe.
Our friends at the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships are asking you to show us your team spirit by snapping a pic, then upload it by clicking Chime In at WJACTV.com or the 6 News app. Sponsored by the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership.
Conwell Township 27, Homer Center 7.
So, PG out of timeouts. Penn Cambria with 2 remaining. Again, we're in the final 2 minutes. Minute 36 to go, I believe, in the first half as the timeout timer ticks away. And 1:38, actually, is the time remaining here in the first half. And you already see Jake Kissel's got his helmet off. The Bishop Guilfoyle supporters have come out to fill the visiting side of the stands here at Penn Cambria. This is the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. Both of these teams unbeaten, 9-0 entering this game. Both have clinched the top spot in the standings in their respective classes here in District 6. Harold goes in motion, but the give is to Plunkett. Shimmies at the line. Consiglio trying to hang on for dear life. Finally, with a little help from McCloskey and company, brings him down. And it's a gain of 3.
2nd and 6.
We're making a gain of 4, I should say. 2nd down and 6 now. And Penn Cambria can basically call the time here. Faking the give. Jones trying to elude the rusher, but now pitches it backward, finds Mento. A little improvisation, and Mento's in the open field. Swung around, he's inside the 5. He keeps the legs turning. He is just barely held out of the end zone. What a play. That'll go as a run for Mason Mento. But boy, oh boy, was he Mason on the spot to help out his quarterback.
He sure was, and his quarterback was channeling his Patrick Mahomes right there with the little flip as he was in the defender's arms. Unbelievable stuff we're seeing here tonight. Watch this. At first, you thought he was going to get away from the defender, and somehow he was able to stay up and keep his balance. Then the little pitch, and then the great run by Mento.
A pickup of 23 yards. And it took 3 or 4 Marauders to finally hold him out of the end zone just barely. But it'll be 1st and goal for Penn Cambria at the 1-yard line. 1 timeout remaining after they took one here. And remember, the Panthers will go for 2 regardless here. That's been their MO this whole season. It feels like it just worked out that way. Of course, usually they draw somebody from the Panther soccer team, but Panthers have had a lot of soccer success lately. They won the District 6 title last year, moved on in the district playoffs earlier this week. They said everybody bought in. We're going to go for 2 every time, and there's an array of 2-point and short yardage plays at their disposal. I don't think that play we just saw was in the playbook, but it results in a great opportunity, and they actually spotted it down at the 2-yard line now. So Mento's forward progress stopped at the 2 rather than the 1. But nevertheless, it is a 1st and goal. And Gavin Harold will take the direct snap. Harold into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn Cambria. Gavin Harold with a touchdown catch earlier tonight on the opening drive of the game. Now the touchdown run, his 13th touchdown on the ground this year, is 21st in total. And the Panthers are within a 2-point attempt of tying this one up with 42 seconds to go in the half. And there are an array of play options they have. They went for the pass to Harold, all alone on the right side on their first 2-point attempt. Now they go right back to the formation that put them in the end zone to play a go. A motion Mento out. Harold going to his right this time. And he's in. The 2-point attempt is good, and we are tied at 14 here in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. Following his blockers, they have been making hay here. They did it on the first drive of the game. 11 plays, 80 yards, marching down the field, taking up nearly half of the opening quarter. And with some big 3rd and long conversions on this drive, a 9-play, 67-yard march. They're able to score with 42 seconds left in the half. Now it'll be back in the Marauders' hands, and of course, big hitters on both sides. Like we said, tonight it's game 1 of the World Series between the Dodgers and the Yankees, but there's some home run hitters here on the football field as well. Talked about them at the outset. Gavin Harold has come up with a pair of touchdowns, but Hamilton Gates, always dangerous whenever he has the football in his hands. And it looks like it'll be Jones to kick it away. Blake Lilly has been the kickoff man for the most part for the Panthers this season, but Jones does have some kickoff experience. In fact, on his 5 kickoffs, he is averaging about 41 yards. And Gavin Harold, number 12, is going to be the end man to cover deep. Tyson Lestoki, you see back there at the deepest. And they'll angle the kickoff to the far side, and it is taken inbounds by Braden Riley. Riley trying to find a seam, and the ball's on the ground. And he is down. The signal from the officials is he was down before the ball came out. So it will still be Bishop Guilfoyle ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20 as we take another look. Riley trying desperately to find a hole, and tough to tell from that angle exactly if he still had the ball when his back hit the turf. But it is Bishop Guilfoyle ball, and the Marauders, Penn Cambria has 1 timeout left, but it looks like the Marauders will kneel it down and go to the locker room. And there's the kneel down. And
takes the knee.
So with Penn Cambria having come back to tie, unless they want to use their last timeout, this will be the end of the half. Right now, Penn Cambria's defense still out there. The BG offense is headed to the sideline. Gavin Harold talking things over with the officials. But the Panthers will let the half run out. 24 minutes in the books. And we're back where we started. All tied up. And Cambria took the opening possession straight down for a score. Bishop Guilfoyle took the punches early. Counter-punched at the outset of the second quarter with a pair of scores, but a long drive from the Panthers ending in Gavin Harold's second touchdown of the night and his ensuing 2-point run. Athletic Conference Championship game. And Rick Hall will be talking with, in fact, he is down there right now on the field with Penn Cambria head coach Nick Felis. Rick?
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Nick, you just said to me before we went on, you wish you would have played better in the second half. You kind of bookended that half with a great drive to start the game and then a great drive at the end of the half. Talk about what happened in the middle there and talk about those two drives, how important they were.
That's huge. You know, our first drive, we really executed really well. We had our 12-play script, went right through the script. Our kids came out with a lot of intensity, played physical football. And I thought our defense came out and really played fast, knocked the ball loose, got an interception. We need to capitalize off those turnovers, and we didn't on that one turnover. We didn't capitalize there. Our offense stalled for 3 series. So we got to get back to work at halftime, make a few adjustments. But having an ability right there, what you saw, our kids, you know, they're very resilient. They're tough. They're gritty. They're just going to keep battling, and that's huge. We have some momentum, but that's a great football team. And we knew it was going to be a great game. You knew it was going to be a great game. So, you know, it's going to come down to the turnover battle and which team makes the least amount of mistakes.
Nick, thank you for the time. Good luck in the second half. Joe, back upstairs to you.
All tied up here at Penn Cambria, 14-14, the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. The Blaze Alexander.
This is the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships Halftime Report. Wendy's is celebrating teachers all season long. This week, Wendy's is celebrating the hard work and dedication of Mr. Alec Tressler from Bishop Guilfoyle High School. Through his initiatives, students have learned to lead healthier lifestyles, manage stress, and prioritize their goals. Thank you, Mr. Tressler, for all you do. Supporting and educating young minds is key to future success, and we're glad to have them on the team. Wendy's thanks all teachers for their hard work and dedication to their students. And now a look at what's coming up this fall on WJAC TV.
Welcome to St. Denis Medical. We help our patients and each other.
Let's get out there and heal some people!
You know, it's not always glamorous,
Oh, wrong side. Got myself. I feel like I need to go to the hospital.
but every now and then a moment comes along where you truly change someone's life.
Zap, no more cirrhosis. Zap, no more cancer.
Wait, I have cancer?
No, we were just kidding, man. You good?
NBC's St. Denis Medical, November 12th. Set your DVR now.
Coming up after the break, our next Wendy's Teacher Appreciation recipient and our first USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Week. This is the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships Halftime Report. Wendy's is celebrating teachers all season long. This week, Wendy's is celebrating the hard work and dedication of Ms. Mandy Manning at Penn Cambria Area High School. Ms. Manning's passion for teaching is evident in her unique ability to connect with students, nurturing their intellectual curiosity and instilling a love for learning. Thank you, Ms. Manning, for all you do. Supporting and educating young minds is key to future success, and we're glad to have them on the team. Wendy's thanks all teachers for their hard work and dedication to their students. And now, a look at our first USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Hi, I'm Greg Sisitke from USCO Federal Credit Union with tonight's first nominee for this year's USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Year Scholarship Contest.
Congratulations to Nick McCloskey from Bishop Guilfoyle High School. Nick's been on high honor roll every semester throughout high school. He's a 2-year starter for the Marauders football team and competed at state level in rugby. Nick volunteers for a local soup kitchen and the American Cancer Society. For more information and complete contest rules, go to WJACTV.com. Coming up after the break, our high school football national highlights and our next USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcast.
6 News is taking you beyond the podium, on air and online, with live coverage and in-depth analysis. Watch Beyond the Podium, Election 2024 coverage, only on 6 News. Election coverage you can count on. This is the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships Halftime Report.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Sophomore's going to be flushed, rolls, and somehow Ransom makes the one-handed catch. Oh, no, that's Browning, excuse me. Browning with the catch at the 15-yard line.
They got decoy this time. They're going deep. John Henry Collins. And caught Kanye Reed inside the 10-yard line.
Dunbar with plenty of time. Wilson on the keeper. Trying to get to the right side, and out tries a jump pass, and that is caught for a Dunbar touchdown. Derek Hardy.
Elfrich to be the hero. Clean snap. Wake Forest wins it. Helfrich knocks it home at the gun. And Wake Forest remains unbeaten. They move to 3-0, a 13-10 win over rival Heritage.
Here from the 35. Overton, pressure from Helton, sidesteps it. Now just going to heave it up, look into the far corner, tipped up in the air, caught by J.J. Bush. Touchdown, Bobcats, and Theodore wins it at the buzzer.
And now, a look at our next USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Hi, I'm Greg Sisitke from USCO Federal Credit Union with tonight's second nominee for this year's USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Year Scholarship Contest.
Congratulations to Preston Faribaugh from Penn Cambria High School. Preston is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the honor roll every semester throughout high school. He's a three-sport athlete, competing in football, baseball, and basketball. Preston volunteers for the Crescent Lions Club and various area churches. For more information and complete contest rules, go to WJACTV.com.
Not only is Allie a member of she is also in
It's the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game, and at the half, Bishop Guilfoyle and Penn Cambria all tied up at 14 here on the Good Feet Stores Friday Night Rivals presented by Levin Furniture. Joe Putnam, Rick Hall, and our Friday Night Rivals crew with you for one last time here in the 2024 regular season. Senior night here at Penn Cambria, always emotional as well. The Penn Cambria band celebrating their seniors, but it's been seniors that have come up with big plays here and a well-deserved fireworks show here at the half to cap off the halftime senior night ceremonies. But there have been fireworks and big performances by seniors all throughout this game. It started with the opening possession. Penn Cambria moving down the field, going 80 yards, finishing off with this 19-yard touchdown strike from Brady Jones to Gavin Harold to give Penn Cambria a 6-0 lead. The 2-point try was no good. And it looked like Penn Cambria had Bishop Guilfoyle even more on the ropes. Marcus Eckenrode comes up with this interception possession that put the Panthers in business in plus territory. They could not take advantage, however. Pin Bishop Guilfoyle deep, and the Marauders go 99 yards, finishing with this 18-yard touchdown catch by Tarian Consiglio. That put Bishop Guilfoyle out in front. Consiglio, 2 catches for 63 yards on the drive. He added this 1-yard touchdown run off the direct snap. So Consiglio with a pair of scores to give BG a 14-6 lead. But near the end of the first half, Penn Cambria able to convert 2 third and longs and finish off the drive with this 2-yard touchdown run for Gavin Harold. It's Consiglio with 2 scores, Harold with 2 scores, and we're all tied at 14. The first half stats, Penn Cambria with the yardage advantage, particularly on the ground, 123-76. The passing just about even, but Penn Cambria 192 yards to Bishop Guilfoyle's 139. 99 of those Marauder yards came on that single drive that Consiglio finished off with a touchdown grab. Meanwhile, for Penn Cambria, Gavin Harold has accounted for 84 of their 192 yards so far. It's 1 turnover on each side. That does not count Bishop Guilfoyle turning the ball over on downs in Penn Cambria territory. This has been a penalty-filled game as well. 5 penalties, 50 yards for the Panthers. 3 penalties, 15 yards for the Marauders, including some offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct fouls that are not accounted for on that screen. But it is 14-14 here at the half. Penn Cambria and Bishop Guilfoyle all tied up here in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. Second half coverage from Penn Cambria will be coming up right after this here on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. Back here to Penn Cambria, it is all tied up here at halftime of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. Penn Cambria coming out of the west, Bishop Guilfoyle out of the east. It is 14-14, so the next 24 minutes will decide the 2024 Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference champion. Both of these teams entering this game undefeated at 9-0. Penn Cambria has locked up the top seed in the District 6 Class 3A playoffs. Bishop Guilfoyle has done the same in Class 1A here in District 6. Those playoffs will begin next week. One of these teams will be 10-0 entering those playoffs. The other will be 9-1, but still will be a top seed and looking to finish off their season at Cumberland Valley High School with a PIAA state crown. Bishop Guilfoyle has accomplished that feat 4 times. Penn Cambria looking for its first. And the Marauders back out onto the field now for the second half. As we take a look at our West Central Equipment line mower for the Panthers of Penn Cambria, Preston Faribaugh. They call him the old man on the line. He is a 4-year starter on the defensive side, pretty much a 4-year starter on the offensive side as well. He's the left tackle on offense, and on defense he has been a perennial force at defensive end in the Panthers 3-4 scheme. Our West Central Equipment line mower, Preston Faribaugh. Reminder, West Central Equipment is your authorized John Deere dealer. So the next 24 minutes to determine the victor here in this one. We'd also be remiss if we didn't mention that Clearfield, coming out of the East, also undefeated. The Marauders, however, able to take the strength of schedule tiebreaker, the 6th tiebreaker in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference to earn the berth in this championship game. This year, Penn Cambria hosting as the Western champion. Next year, it'll go back to the Eastern champion to host this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference championship, culminating a wonderful season across District 6, across the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. We've been pleased to bring you many of these stellar LHAC matchups throughout the season here on the Good Feed Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. We go down to the field. Rick Hall is with Bishop Guilfoyle head coach Justin Wheeler.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Justin, back and forth first half. Your team took that opening punch. Penn Cambria took the opening kickoff, went down the field and scored. Your team came back and dominated pretty much the rest of the way until the end of the first half. Talk about the ebb and flow of this game and what made your team really step back up and after that opening drive and take control of the football game.
Yeah, I mean, our guys are resilient. You know, we played a little uncharacteristic that first drive and then had a turnover, and we challenged them. We said, you got to get the ball back right now. We got to step it up. And, you know, we have some great senior leadership, and those guys did that in the second quarters. You know, and Penn Cambria is a championship team as well. You know, they want to win it, and we're able to come back in that late in the second quarter. So,
talk about the game Torian Consiglio's having so far. Like 5 or 6 tackles, a couple of touchdowns. Boy, he's having a big night tonight for your club.
Yeah, he's everywhere. You know, he's been rock solid for us all year long, and it's great to see him have a big moment in a big game like this, and hopefully he has another half like that, and we could use a few more touchdowns from him too.
What's going to be the key in the second half?
Yeah, we got to move the ball, and then we got to stop those the broken plays. You know, the quarterback got out of the pocket a few times, made some plays with his feet. We got to do a better job of holding him in the pocket and not getting so far up the field, kind of limiting those big plays.
Coach, we thank you for the time. Good luck to you in the second half. All right, Joe, back upstairs to you.
And the second half about set to begin here at Penn Cambria. It will be Bishop Guilfoyle ball to start the second half. Remember, Penn Cambria won the opening coin toss, elected to receive, took the ball right down and scored. Marauders will look to do likewise and retake the lead here in this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference championship game. And of course, we've been talking about this great coverage all season long. Brian Tripp has been here for many of these games as well. It's a privilege and a pleasure for me to fill in for Brian as he is getting ready for a nighttime primetime game out in Wisconsin tomorrow night. But we certainly, it was great to have him back on this Friday Night Rivals team throughout much of this season, and we'll be thanking several of our Friday Night Rivals team members throughout the course of this second half, a second half which promises to be a very exciting one. Certainly if the first 24 minutes are any indication, the next 24 will be outstanding here as Penn Cambria and Bishop Guilfoyle battle for the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship. Always something, always an additional trophy you want to have in your school's trophy case. Brady Jones will once again kick it away for Penn Cambria. And going with the directional kickoff again. He guides it towards the far side for Braden Riley. And Riley squeezes through a couple of would-be tacklers. And is out to the 35-yard line, where Bishop Guilfoyle will begin its opening drive of the second half. And again, they've been trying to kick it away from Hamilton Gates in this game, but Riley has been a pretty good returner himself. He actually came into the game averaging 24 yards per kickoff return. 1st and 10, Bishop Guilfoyle at their own 35. Joe Putnam, Rick Hall, and our Friday Night Rivals team, along with you here at Penn Cambria High School, as Chase Kissel will set up to the right. And instead, it'll be Torian Consiglio to take the direct snap. It worked for a touchdown earlier on in this game for Bishop Guilfoyle, and Consiglio able to push forward for 3 or 4, but now he is slow to get up after Brock Friedak was slow to get up as well. And Consiglio, he may have taken a shot in the lower midsection, shall we say. And that is not too fun for any ball carrier, no matter who you are.
Let's go, D!
Second out and 6 after the gain of 4. And Kissel will call out the signals. Back to throw. He's going deep. Going to the far side. A little too far for Riley, who might have got a hand on that, but could not gather it in. Trying to lead him that time. Looking for the big play. But it'll now be 3rd and 6 for the Marauders. So now 3rd and 6 from the Marauder 39-yard line. Consiglio in the backfield along with Kissel. 3 receivers to the right, including the dangerous Hamilton Gates. And Kissel to throw. He's looking for Gates. He was looking for Riley, excuse me. Riley, the intended receiver, but it slipped through his hands, and Marcus Eckenrode very nearly came up with his second interception of the night. Oh. And Eckenrode did not quite recognize the ball had slipped through his hands, hit him on the shoulder, unable to gather. So Nick McCloskey will punt. He does it rugby style, and he gets it away, but it's blocked. Derek Height got the block. It's still a loose ball. It's picked up by the Marauders, but brought down at the 30-yard line is Torian Consiglio. And Derek Height comes through with a big play on special teams. Well, he does it rugby style. He's looking to get that angle, but Height cut off that angle right away. And he's right back on offense now as Penn Cambria has it 1st and 10 at the Bishop Guilfoyle 30 in plus territory, looking to take the lead. They give us to Thomas Plunkett, and Plunkett nearly has the ball ripped away, but it hangs on. Torian Consiglio trying his best to just tear it loose, but a tight grip by the arms of Plunkett, and a gain of 4. Or check it 5.
He's up 2nd down. Ball's resting on the Marauder 25-yard line.
A 2nd down and 5, and Penn Cambria, they went 80 yards on the opening drive of the first half for a score. Need to go less than half that here to take the lead. After tying it up with their final possession of the first half, Plunkett gets the call again. This time is brought down by Joseph Eckenrode. Big Joe Eckenrode holds him to no gain, and it is 3rd down. And he did get it over the 35, or excuse me, over the 25-yard line, so it is a 3rd and 4. Gavin Harold poised to take the snap once again. And he's going to look to throw, but his pass too low, incomplete. Little trickery there as they split Brady Jones out wide as a receiver. And really, they both have experience with each other's positions. Harold's a quarterback as well. Jones has been a wide receiver, but unable to hook up there. So now a 4th down and a long 4. We'll see what the call is. Penn Cambria is going to go. Jones in the shotgun with Thomas Plunkett. Gavin Harold is wide to the left. He'll be at the bottom of your screen. And on this 4th down, pump fake. Now going deep and off the fingertips of Harold, incomplete. And it's off the fingertips of Derek Height, the H-back. I looked and I saw the 2 and the 1 up there. You figure it's Harold, but it's Derek Height instead. Very nearly came down with it, but a turnover on downs, and Bishop Guilfoyle dodges a bullet. And you still only need 1 foot inbounds in the high school game, but that was going to be awfully difficult. You're right, Rick. So 1st and 10, Bishop Guilfoyle. And it'll be from their own 25. Kissel rolls out. Fires, incomplete. Looking for Riley. Marcus Eckenrode on the coverage. Second down and 10. And in this game, Rick, all of Bishop Guilfoyle's yardage is from just 3 players. Chase Kissel, Hamilton Gates, and Torian Consiglio. He is having a strong rookie campaign. Second down and 10. McCloskey will come to the near side as the slot man. He's been an X-factor kind of guy. He had a punt block, but now a flag is down. The play clock's at double zeros.
Dead ball. Delay a game offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second.
Danny Gramling with the call, and penalties have bedeviled the Marauders. They've done so for the Panthers as well, but it seems like Bishop Guilfoyle's penalties, Rick, are of that particular ilk.
I heard you mention Brian earlier. Brian said he was going to try to take in some of the game tonight, so if you're watching, Brian, thanks for all the great work you've done all year.
Yes, indeed.
With the Penn State team in Wisconsin for a big ball game.
That he is. Prime time tomorrow night, but under the Friday night lights tonight. Here's Chase Kissel looking deep. He's looking for Braden Riley again, but incomplete. It seems, Rick, like they've been going after the senior Marcus Eckenrode, but Eckenrode has been equal to the task.
Yes, he has. He's had good coverage. They tried the far sideline last drive. This time they try the near sideline. Just cannot hit the chunk play. Here's another look at it right here. Just trying to throw it up there and let his receiver run into it. But as you said, the defender right there with him.
Hamilton Gates has been the big play guy, but I don't know that he has a reception officially in this game. If he does, it's only the little pop pass variety. But it's a 3rd and 15. He was set up to the left. Kissel under duress. Fires complete to Riley. Met immediately and dropped. Combo tackle from Corbin Vinglish and Blake Lilly. And it'll be 4th down, and the Marauders will be forced to punt.
Yeah, Kissel took a shot as he let that go. Big hit right there at the end of the play after the reception by Riley. You'll see it right here.
Height applying the pressure, and Riley crunched on the other end.
These are defenses that get after it.
Now McCloskey will try to avoid the block this time. He gets the punt away quickly here. Sailing toward Harold, who takes it out of bounds from his own 38-yard line. Harold slings a man away at first, but 2 other Marauders arrive on the scene. Michael Kashotti and Rocco Kashotti combining on the stop. And it'll be Penn Cambria's ball at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, the first guy he shedded was Tyson Lastoki. Just kind of threw him aside.
45-yard line.
You see the quick kick that time. He did not carry it all the way over, as is his want rugby style, but there goes Lastoki, but help is on the way from the Kashottis. 1st and 10. Jones hands it off. Thomas Plunkett runs right into the middle linebacker, and the ball is out. BG says they have it. Or was he down? And the Marauders have the ball. The officials have not yet signaled, however, that it is theirs. Now the umpire got knocked down, I think, in the middle of all of that. And it is. It's BG ball.
Here's another look right here. Yeah, the ball definitely came out before he hit the ground.
Torian Consiglio ripped it out. And I believe Joe Eckenrode came up with the recovery.
I believe it was Eckenrode, the big man, 76, able to somehow get that football.
So 2 turnovers for Penn Cambria. And now Bishop Guilfoyle in business at the Panther 46 in plus territory. And faking the handoff to Gates. Kissel looking to throw. Heaves it down the middle. Looking for McCloskey. He nearly had it, but was stripped away at the last moment. Blake Lilly coming up with an outstanding defensive effort to prevent the chunk play.
It absolutely was. I think he actually did have that football for a minute, and Lilly able just to swipe it right out of his hands. Take another look. Got pressured immediately. Yep, he did. He had that football. He was ready to tuck it in, and Lilly at the last second with a big defensive effort. Well, we've seen a lot of great plays on both sides of the ball, both sides of the ledger here tonight.
Both teams tearing and clawing at the football. It's a championship game. There's stakes involved here as Kissel goes on the run, and he is brought down with authority by Marcus Eckenrode.
Number 27, Eckenrode.
That's about as short an open field tackle you're going to see right there.
No question. Eckenrode's been tremendous in coverage, and there's a penalty.
We're back. Holding. Number 3, White. 10 yards penalty. Repeat, second down.
Braden Riley on the edge, guilty of the hold. And it was down the field, it looks like. Couldn't quite see it, but the illegal hold looked like took place further ahead of where Kissel was running, but they'll move it back 10 yards from the spot, so it'll go back to the Bishop Guilfoyle 48-yard line. And it will be a 2nd and 16 now.
2nd and 16 for the Marauders.
Two receivers left. Kissel looking that way. Fires too long for McCloskey. Incomplete. Tried to lead him, but out of his reach. And now 3rd and 16. And Cambria had a pair of clutch 3rd and long conversions on their touchdown drive to finish the first half. Now BG's going to have to do the same.
Yeah, they are, and they're not in that 3-down or 4-down territory at this point. You wouldn't think anyway, but boy, the defense has really come out making statements here in the second half.
Absolutely have. Kissel now, I believe, 2 for 12 passing after coming in with a 73% completion percentage. He's under duress here, gets the ball away, and it's caught! And Hamilton Gates comes out of nowhere with a big catch. It's good for a Pristo's first down. He's been limited in the passing game tonight, but Hamilton Gates came up huge there. Like a white streak of light.
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies in the area. Let's take a look at the replay. And Gage just came in and said he wants this football, and he said, I'm going to take it. Look at all the bodies in the area.
And that's definitely a Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominee, I would say. We'll have several more before this game is out. You can be sure of that. 1st and 10 at the Penn Cambria 29, and the give to Gates this time. He's been mostly a rusher tonight. He gets a yard, maybe 2, as Derek Height brings him down.
He's getting closer to that 1,000-yard mark on the season reception there. He came in 32 short. Now he's probably down to about maybe 10 or so now.
Absolutely. And give them 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up, and the Marauders are taking their time here. I think they're looking for just a little bit of a breath before they put the ball in here. Already, we're not even to the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter, and this has been up and down, ebb and flow, wild and woolly here in the Laurel Highlands Championship. Kissel back to throw again. He's under duress again, and the ball comes out! And it's scooped up by the Panthers. The recovery by Brock Friedak, but a flag on the play. Penalty flag is down. Hold everything.
Let's see what the call is here. Well, the Penn Cambria fans in front of us think it's going to be against PC. We will see.
Danny Gramling sorting it out with his crew. We'll get the word.
Intentional grounding, lost it down.
So it's an incomplete pass is the ruling, but because he was under duress and still within the pocket, it's intentional grounding. So even though it's not a sack in the normal fashion, let's see, did he get the ball away in a forward fashion? I don't know that he did.
No, he had the ball at his hip. The ball was down here at his hip, You
can see Denny Grambling, though. He does. It looks like he's making the incomplete pass sign right away. Maybe he spiked it into the ground, but it's a big loss. It's not a loss of possession, but it makes it a 3rd and 27, and the volume rises. And Kissel with a wraparound draw to Consiglio, and Consiglio met by Gavin Harold and dropped after a gain of 4. 4th down.
Section 27, Heckenroad.
Well, that was just a play there. You know you're going to punt it if you don't make it. Just get as much as you can. Try to get some field position here and kick the football away and try to pin them deep and play that field position game, Joe.
Nick McCloskey on to punt officially with 1 punt tonight. Gets the second one away, and he angles it to the near side away from Harold, out of bounds. And we'll see where the officials mark it. They will say it went out at the 22-yard line, which is where Penn Cambria will take over when we return. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. 14-all in the Laurel Highlands Championship game. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Seven. Northern Bedford 12, Glendale 7, Hollingsburg 37, correction 35, Du Bois 21.
Congratulations to Du Bois Central Catholic School, our 2024 Kindness Counts winning school. On behalf of the Blaze Alexander family dealerships, we want to thank all the high schools who entered our Kindness Counts contest. We also want to thank all the extraordinary work done by our local schools to improve the communities we live in. Hotel accommodations furnished by the Courtyard by Marriott, Pittsburgh North Cranberry Woods, located in Cranberry Township. To make your reservation, call 724-776-1900. Well, it has been a back-and-forth third quarter, even though no further points have been scored as of yet. Both teams have had at least 2 possessions. Penn Cambria about to start its 3rd possession of the quarter, and Rick Hall, there have been a lot of different plays in this third quarter you could potentially say are turning points, but so far it has remained a tie game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that it's still a tie game. This has been a great game. We're loving every second of this. I hope everybody at home is enjoying it as well. It's still a long way to go.
After the punt, 1st and 10, Penn Cambria at their own 22. Brady Jones with the give, and plowing his way forward, Mason Mento. He's brought down, but he's got enough for a Pristo's first down for outdoor power equipment. Nobody cuts it like Pristo's.
That's just a simple little dive play. Just clear a hole up front. Watch it right here. Just find the hole that your offensive linemen create. Put your head down. Finish off the run.
12-yard pickup. Hamilton Gates, the man that made the stop, but it's a 1st and 10 at the 34 for Penn Cambria. And Mento gets the call again, and Mento moves forward again. Almost a repeat of the first play of the possession. Good for another Pristo's first down, a pickup of 11 this time.
Back to that power game. You have that offensive line that's really experienced, really good up front. Let them do their job, create some lanes, and Mento's finding them.
And Gates, as the free safety here, has been called upon to make a couple of tackles stepping up. 1st and 10. And this time, Jones will keep it himself after the fake to Harold. Gets out of the grasp of the first man, but Consiglio spins him down after a gain of 4.
Consiglio has thrown a couple of guys down here tonight with tackles.
Torian Consiglio, you can say for certain, is leaving his mark on this game.
He sure is. Here's another look at it right here. Able to bounce off the first man. Consiglio says, "No way, young man."
Again, game 1 of the World Series tonight. You might say Torian Consiglio has got a nice swing to him.
He's hit some home runs tonight.
Actually spotted him down after a gain of 3, but Harold on the direct snap kept it himself. No go. Nick McCloskey and Joe Eckenrode stack him up. Very little to no gain. Now they'll spot it down to the 49, so I guess give him 1. It'll be a 3rd down nevertheless.
Yeah, Eckenrode was the first man he ran into, and that's asking a lot of anyone to try to get out of that tackle.
Especially when you combine it with Nick McCloskey, another senior who's got the 3rd most tackles on this Bishop Guilfoyle team. 9 of them have been for loss this year. McCloskey's a guy that's played every position, almost every position on the field. Jones gets a pass away, juggled and caught. Eckenrode with a reception, and still upright but pushed out of bounds by Braden Riley. Marcus Eckenrode with a circus catch and a Presto's 1st down.
That's the word I was going to use, the circus catch, and then he had the presence of mind after hauling the ball in and securing it to turn up field and pick up some valuable extra yardage after the catch. Here's a good look at it right here. He looked to his left first, nothing over there, so he goes back, maybe his 3rd or 4th read on the play.
25-yard pickup on the reception. 1st and 10, Penn Cambria at the 20. And the give is to Gavin Harold, and he's into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are back in front with 3:06 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, and that was power football. They did complete 1 pass there, but most of that was power football by Penn Cambria right there.
And now they will go for 2, as has been their MO all season long. They can really apply pressure to teams when they make these 2-point tries. They've got, again, a variety of 2-point plays at their disposal. And Jones looks like he'll be the one to take the snap. You see Height going to the right side of the formation. Mason Mento, the running back. Harold, the motion man. And now a pause from everybody. Well, the flag was down. Or just... Yeah, there was a flag down from Grambling, but it may have just have been inadvertent. We'll see. Well, maybe flag might have just fallen out, I guess.
It's very possible.
No penalty. So here is the 2-point try from the 3-yard line. Mento remains in the backfield. Harold, the motion man again. Jones rolling that way, now cuts it back up inside. And he does not get in. Held back from the goal line. The 2-point try, no good. But with 3:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Penn Cambria has retaken the lead. It's 20-14 Panthers here on their home field in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship. What a tremendous effort by all of the Panthers. Dean Somerville, the junior right tackle, are those who made the push. Get into the end zone. And our friends of the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships are asking you to show us your team spirit by snapping a pic, then uploading it by clicking Chime In at WJACTV.com or the 6 News app. Sponsored by the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. Congratulations to our USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athletes. USCO Federal Credit Union is recognizing high school seniors with great accomplishments in academics, athletics, and community service this season with the Scholar Athlete of the Year Scholarship Contest. Contest nominees have a shot to win a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of USCO Federal Credit Union. Complete rules available at WJACTV.com/contests, and our USCO Federal Credit Union Scholar Athlete of the Year will be named very soon, and it's been a privilege to present that throughout this season as well. Bouncing kickoff, and Gates comes over, scoops it up. They've been trying to angle it away from him, but he has to pick it up off the turf and gets knocked back after forward progress took him to the 24-yard line.
27 Eckenrode and number 5 Hanlon.
Yeah, their kicking game for Penn Cambria tonight, despite not going for extra points in terms of punting and kickoff, been very effective tonight here, Joe, for PC.
Yeah, remember, Brady Jones pinned Bishop Guilfoyle back inside their 5, actually almost near the 1-yard line earlier in this game. And the kickoffs, they've been successfully angling them away from Hamilton Gates. But Gates now back on the field, along with the Marauders offense for a 1st and 10. And the pitch forward goes to Gates. High stepping, trying to get to the edge, and he is steered toward the sideline and brought down just shy of the sideline by Marcus Eckenrode.
Yeah, great closing speed by Eckenrode there. He tried a little stutter step move, but Eckenrode wasn't buying.
Joe Putnam, Rick Hall, and our great Friday Night Rivals crew along with you here at Penn Cambria High School, where the Panthers at home, not only for this Laurel Highlands championship game, but also senior night for the Panthers, leading it 20-14. Riley goes to the far side. Consiglio, the running back, and he has done the damage for BG. Fake the give to Gates. Now it's to Consiglio, and Consiglio is hog-tied down by Derek Height. The linebacker making his presence felt. He is the heart and soul of this Penn Cambria defense. Number 21 has blocked a punt already in this game. He's got a few tackles. And it'll be a 3rd down, call it 8 for Bishop Guilfoyle. Chase Kissel empties the backfield. 2 receivers split out wide each way. Kissel to throw. 4-man rush. Fires down the middle. Incomplete. Gates was the intended receiver, but a little out of his grasp. And 4th down, and Bishop Guilfoyle will likely punt it away. They had a punt blocked to start the second half, but forced a turnover on downs.
Well, since then, he's gotten the kicks off a lot faster. He's just basically getting them, fielding the football, stepping, kicking the football.
And maybe the downside, this is the 3rd straight punt for McCloskey. And he line drives it, angling it far side. Harold lets it go, down by Riley at the Penn Cambria 34-yard line.
And the Panthers, well, they will take over 1st and 10.
So, minute 58 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And you see how this game has progressed from Rocco Cacciotti's face. He's been out there on both sides of the line each step of the way. Really, both teams have had players playing both ways throughout the course of this game, which is approaching now 36 minutes gone by. It'll be Harold and Nadolski, the receivers to the left of Brady Jones. And Jones hands it off. They've plowed straight up the middle, but this time Nick McCloskey and company
Contact by number 38, McCloskey.
Step up and make the stop. 2-yard pickup for Thomas Plunkett. 6 rushing touchdowns for him this year. Again, a 100-yard game last week against Bishop McCourt. He's had 3 100-yard rushing games this year. A Penn Cambria offense that is averaging 34 points a game, 365 yards per game. And they are approaching both of those totals, although the yardage may be on pace for quicker than the points. But Gavin Harold on the move. The big play guy cuts it back. Inside the 35, brought down at the BG 33. Torian Consiglio with a stop, but a pickup of 30 yards and a Pristo's first down.
That time, Joe, they don't go run him up the middle. They get him to the outside in some space, and you see when you get a little crack for him there, just a little seam, and he's able to get through it. He's off and running. Here's a look at it right here. The great vision, sees where the hole is. Good blocking downfield. So dangerous.
Absolutely. Every time he touches the ball, talked about how they may not necessarily be on that scoring pace, but it's always a possibility to score whenever number 12 has it. Mason Mento getting the call on the carry here, but Joe Eckenrode and company, along with Hayden Osgood, able to stop him for a short game.
When we talked to Justin Wheeler the other night, you asked him, what are the keys? What do you have to do to win this game? He said, first one, stop their power run game. That was the one thing, and they've done that at times tonight, but at times we've seen Penn Cambria really insert their will and use that power run game. And then the second thing was limit Harold's big plays, which he has 3 touchdowns tonight.
The third quarter about to run out here, and Penn Cambria and their fans feeling the momentum here. The Panthers leading Bishop Guilfoyle 20-14. The fourth quarter is next when we come back on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Couple score updates. Northern Cambria is up 28-14 over Portage. Tyrone 35, Chestnut Ridge 28.
This is the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
The Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference is proud to recognize UPMC as a silver corporate sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. UPMC, life-changing medicine. And the LHAC would like to thank Conemaugh Health System for being an official healthcare provider of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Conemaugh Health System is providing the training services for today's championship events. Fourth quarter of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference championship game about to get underway. Penn Cambria leading Bishop Guilfoyle 20-14, and the Panthers on the move yet again, playing here at home. The Panthers, the champions of the western part of the conference through the first 9 weeks. Bishop Guilfoyle representing the East. The winner will be crowned the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference champion for football in 2024. And Gavin Harold, who has scored all 3 touchdowns for the Panthers tonight, takes the direct snap on a 2nd and 8 and slips through the first would-be tackler. Eckenrode stays with it, does bring him down, but it's a game of about 5, and it'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up from the Bishop Guilfoyle 26.
And definitely in 4-down territory here. If they don't get it on this 3rd down, they're going to go for it on 4th down unquestionably.
And you got to wonder if we're going to see Gavin Harold work some magic here. We've been looking for those Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominees. Rick, I got a hunch we might have one coming up.
It wouldn't shock me at all to see him make one. He has been terrific here tonight. Everything is advertised.
3rd and 3. Takes it himself. Has the first down and more. Following his blockers inside the 10. It's goal to go for the Panthers after a Dr. Molly Trossel first down.
Yeah, that's just simple right there. Let him get the football, get some guys out in front of him, let him spot the hole, get through the seam right there. Look at the vision, sees it, gets through it, cuts it back out, cuts it back in. He is just dynamic.
17-yard pickup before Torian Consiglio could bring him down. A 1st and goal from the 9. Panthers looking for the first 2-score lead of the game for either side. Jones takes the snap, pulls it out of the belly of the running back, keeps it himself, going forward, he's in! Touchdown, Penn Cambria!
That's just him, again, power football, just letting him get the snap, letting the big guys up front clear a path for him, letting him find the hole, and after every score, the fire trucks go off here.
And the 2-point play coming up to try to make it a 14-point lead. Panthers are 1 for 3 in 2-point tries in this game. Remember, they go for 2 after every touchdown this year. That's just been the way this season has gone. Nick Fila is talking about how the entire team has bought into this strategy. And the give is to Mason Mento, and Mento's in for 2. 28-14 lead for Penn Cambria with 10:41 to go here in the 4th quarter. The Panther crowd is rocking here in the Laurel Highlands Championship game of the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Don't let up!
Our friends of the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships are asking you to show us your team spirit by snapping a pic, then uploading it by clicking Chime In at WJACTV.com or the 6 News app. Sponsored by the Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships. Hotel accommodations furnished by the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, located in Clarion on exit 62 off I-80. To make your reservation, call 814-223-4010. The Mountain Maniacs with their blue glow sticks on a blackout night here at Penn Cambria's senior night here as the Panthers host the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. And Brady Jones able to punch it in from 9 yards out. A Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominee because it may be the one that puts it away. 64 rushing yards for Brady Jones tonight. Gavin Harold had scored the first 3 touchdowns of the night for the Panthers. And he's got 157 total yards this evening. Helps take Penn Cambria to the first 2-score lead of the night for either side. But you cannot underestimate a team that has the championship pedigree of the Marauders. And the kickoff goes straight out of bounds, so that's a little bit of a break for BG. And the Marauders will get a little better field position out of this now.
This will be their 5th possession of the second half. They've punted the football away 4 times. Well, once it was blocked. The first time it was blocked.
Free kick infraction. The ball be placed at the 35.
So BG will get the ball at its own 35 with a free kick out of bounds.
35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Joe, the fans have been into this one all night. This PC, the Panther sideline here, the fans have really, really been emotionally invested in this football game.
Absolutely. And Cambria setting its defense before this first down play. Empty backfield for Chase Kissel. He's back to throw with a 4-man rush under duress. Rolling out of pressure. Here comes Height. And can't quite get him. Kissel scoots along the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Tackled by Corbin Vinglish. That's good enough for a Dr. Molly Trossel first down.
That's just great patience there by Kissel, just able to run away from a couple guys, setting up a few blockers in front of him. And that's a nice little run there by the quarterback.
13 yards on the gain on this scramble.
Good patience. Had his eyes downfield the whole time, and I'll tell you, great coverage downfield by Penn Cambria. Nowhere to go with the football.
And Corbin Vinglish helped make sure that Chase Kissel knew he was the man to knock him out of bounds. Number 32 there in the middle. He is just a sophomore, but boy, has he come on this season. On a 1st and 10, Kissel pulls it out of the belly of Consiglio, but he is snowed under by Derek Hyde and company. Vinglish in there. Preston Faribaugh. A Panther party in the backfield and a loss of 3.
That was that read option again. And really, I don't think either guy who got the football was going to go too far. It was good penetration by the Panther defense.
Under 10 minutes to play now in this Laurel Highlands Championship. And a crucial drive for Bishop Guilfoyle to keep their conference title hopes alive. Remember, both of these teams are top seeds in their respective classes in the district playoffs, which begin next week. Kissel lost it deep. He's looking for Gates, but it's out of bounds. Led him a little too far, a little too wide. 3rd and long.
Covered by number 24, Lilly. Brings up 3rd and 13.
They've done a nice job on Gates tonight, I'll tell you that. You're talking about one of the top receivers in the area, and they've done a really nice job on him defensively. He just hasn't been open. I mean, the defenders have been real sticky on him all night.
Well, Gates needed 32 yards in this game to get to 1,000 for this season. He's not reached that mark yet.
Now he has 22, if I'm not mistaken. And that was on just that one catch.
And he was definitely not the primary receiver on the play. 3rd and 13. 4-man rush. Kissel fires complete to Riley, and he's going to be short of first down yardage as Blake Nadolski hangs on, brings him down at the Penn Cambria 45. So it'll be a 4th and 2 or a 4th and 3 coming up. A 10-yard gain on the reception. And Bishop Guilfoyle still looking to move the football. Sure tackling by Nadolski. 4th and 3. Maybe a short 3. I don't think they quite have to make it to the 42. Kissel throws. Complete. Gates slips out of a tackle. Stays upright. Finally brought down by Vinglish. But it's enough for a Dr. Molly Trossel first down. Needed 3. Got 5.
Puts him 5 away from 1,000.
He can make it 6 yards for Hamilton Gates, but really any positive reception for him has been rare tonight. I believe that's now 5 completions tonight for Chase Kissel in 18 attempts. He came in with a 73% completion mark, and penalty flags come in before this snap.
Dead ball. False start. Number 60, White. 5-yard penalty.
Rocco Casciati, the sophomore left guard.
5-yard penalty brings up first and 15.
That'll make it first and 15 for BG.
He's been an unexpected, really good surprise for them this year. Justin Wheeler said they saw him playing some JV games and they realized he was just mauling people. And they had some difficulties with their line play and they thought, let's give this guy a try. And he's really filled the void, as Justin Wheeler put it.
Hamilton Gates at 27 receiving yards tonight, and he was intended to be the receiver on the screen there, but Derek Height got his hand in between the ball and Gates. Incomplete. Second down.
I think Derek got some good height there to knock that one down.
Hey-o.
Hey, he sure did, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Some H-I-T-E, you mean.
Yeah, he blocked the punt earlier. It was just a matter of time until you were going to hear his name more. As he seems to get stronger as the game goes on, Joe.
He is truly the heart and soul of the Penn Cambria defense. Second and 15. Kissel throws. He's looking for Gates, who's got it inside the Penn Cambria 20-yard line. Hamilton Gates surpasses 1,000 yards receiving this year and coming up big in the fourth quarter to move the chains for Dr. Molly Trossel. First down, a gain of 25.
Well, congratulations to that young man on reaching that milestone. He's getting some taps from his teammates there. They're well aware of the situation and also keeps this drive alive. A big play in this football game.
Already a fourth down conversion, a third and long conversion, both into the hands of Hamilton Gates. First and 10 from the 17. Fake the give. Kissel keeps it himself and gets a couple.
Kissel on the carry.
This will be second down. They'll have to update the scoreboard here, which is feeding our system.
About a yard. Second and 9.
So, second and 9. They haven't quite updated the down yet, but it is second down, you see, and now Gates to throw, and it's caught for a touchdown. Braden Riley.
Pass is complete.
Hamilton Gates has done it all in a variety of ways for the Marauders this year, but now he throws a touchdown pass to Braden Riley, a Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominee.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. They toss it out to him, and he fires it down the field, and Riley able to get open. He puts it right in his chest, and, man, we're back within one score, Joe.
Let's take a look at this play. Again, a Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominee. Gates to Riley. The extra point from Carter Boland is good. And with 7:16 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's back to a one-score game. Penn Cambria 28, Bishop Guilfoyle 21. Hang on, folks. We got more of the Laurel Highlands Championship here on the Good Feed Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. Here's one of today's West Central Equipment line mowers. Preston Faribaugh has been doing it all for 4 years for the Panthers. He's a mainstay on the offensive and defensive lines. A big reason why Penn Cambria is out in front here in the fourth quarter of this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. West Central Equipment is your authorized John Deere dealer. 7:16 to go in this one, and Penn Cambria, which had a 2-touchdown lead, has seen that trimmed to 1. Bishop Guilfoyle able to convert in some clutch situations, Rick, and largely thanks to number 18 there, Hamilton Gates.
Yeah, you talked about him, Joe, saying the skill set that he has. He can do so many things. We've seen him run the ball tonight. We've seen him catch it. We've seen him throw it. Just a tremendous, tremendous game by that young man.
Michael Kashani poised to kick it away. He has a pair of touchbacks tonight. And this one, he is going to punch short. And it drops and takes a hop across the 30-yard line, bringing it near side. Across the 40 before he's tripped up. Blake Lilly on the return. Justin Wheeler prevented him from making it an even bigger return. As Penn Cambria in good field position at their own 45.
Yeah, if he doesn't make that tackle and he gets to the edge, he might still be running.
Lilly, they're trying to keep it away from Gavin Harold, but Gavin Lilly comes up with a big return, and you might know that name, Justin Wheeler, the freshman, the younger Justin Wheeler. Set to carry on the next generation of Bishop Guilfoyle football. Out to the 49-yard line is Mason Mento. Declan Peterson, the freshman, bringing him down. Number 72, talking about the next generation. Peterson has been called upon to start on the offensive line, and he's seen quite a bit of action on the defensive line as a freshman this year, but he's 6'2", 221 pounds. Pretty stout for a freshman.
Yeah, he sure is. I'll tell you what, Penn Cambria scored on their last 2 drives. Obviously, BG needs to get a stop here.
2nd down and 7. Gavin Harold gets the carry, and hanging on, bringing him down is Chase Kissel. Normally the quarterback in as a safety man on this key defensive possession. It's a gain of 5 and a 3rd and a short 2 coming up.
A huge play in this game. They need to get their offense back on the field. If they convert on pick up a first down here, Joe, they can run a couple more minutes off this clock.
Penn Cambria has now gained officially 100 more yards than Bishop Guilfoyle in this game. Or very nearly 100. They're at over 340 yards. BG at 246, and here's the 3rd and 2. And Mason Mento muscles his way. But the ball comes out late, and it's Bishop Guilfoyle recovering. Mason Mento had the first down, but the ball comes loose, and the Marauders have it. BG coming up with their 3rd forced fumble of the night.
That is huge. They didn't stop them from getting the yardage needed, but they're able to strip the football away at the end.
Well, Mento get credit for the yardage. It looked like that might help salt it away for the Panthers. But it was number 18, Hamilton Gates, who ripped it out.
He's been so good tonight. Hamilton Gates, huge play right there. Now the PC defense, which has been good tonight, needs to come up with a big stop. What a game.
And there's number 18 walking to the slot. Actually split out wide now to the left. He's set back of the line. 1st and 10 from the 36. Kissel under duress. Fires, complete. It's Gates. Slides down with the ball at the 45, a 9-yard gain. The clock remains on the move. So do the Marauders. Be a 2nd and 1, and Harrison Gates. They say big-time players come through in big-time situations, and the fourth quarter of a conference championship game sure sounds like a big-time situation.
Yeah, he's made a lot of plays in this fourth quarter. Really kept his team in this football game.
And now Gates will be split out wide to the left on a 2nd and 1. McCloskey's the slot man. Riley's been a big target. He's split out wide to the right. Kissel fakes the give. Backing up. Slings it incomplete. Just looking to get it out of trouble that time. McCloskey was the nearest receiver there.
Yeah, that was a good decision. Absolutely a good decision. He was under duress. His receiver was covered. Lived for the next down.
And you can tell both of these teams are championship caliber. Look at the timeout column for both. Spent timeouts freely in the first half. Second half, neither one has used them. They know they'll need them here in the last 4:41.
Yeah, clock management, very important coming down the stretch here, no doubt, Joe.
So 3rd down and 1, might not even need the full yard. Torian Consiglio in the backfield. Hamilton Gates back there as well. Gates the motion man. He'll get the carry here. Cuts it up inside. And he will spin out of a couple of tackles. Still upright. Still churning into Penn Cambria territory. A flag is down. As it stands right now, that'll be a Dr. Molly Trostel first down, but we'll see what the penalty is. Andy Gramling's going to sort it out. And he's pointing.
It's going to go on Penn Cambria. It might be a face mask.
Yep, he's going to go over to Justin Wheeler and ask what he wants to do with it. They got out. Well, they have it down at the 48.
Well, he didn't give us the call on that one.
It's a first down for Bishop Guilfoyle.
Well, first down at the 48 is the upshot of it all. So he, I think even with the holding penalty, the yardage, if it was a holding penalty, would still be enough for a first down is the upshot of it all. 1st and 10 at the BG 48. And the clock is rolling. And Kissel's back to throw. 4-man rush again. Kissel stepping out of pressure. Along the far side, he is knocked down just shy of the sideline.
Kissel on the scramble.
And chasing him down finally is Jack Eckenrode, who you saw coming up limping.
Number 32 English.
Yeah, you don't want to lose Eckenrode at this point in the ball game, or any time really, but obviously coming down the stretch here in a conference championship game, you want to have all your starters on the field.
A loss of 2 on that play, a 2nd and 12. Consiglio in the backfield. Play clock at 5. They'll get it off. You can feel it shaking. That's from the Penn Cambria crowd, and the pass is complete once again. Hamilton Gates swung down at the 41 of Penn Cambria by Blake Lilly. That's good for Dr. Molly Pristo's first down. Dr. Molly Trostel, first down, excuse me. Everything is coming together here in the fourth quarter, as are my reads, Rick.
Yeah, you can feel the tension in the building right now, Joe. This is good stuff.
The clock keeps on moving. 3:06 to go. Bishop Guilfoyle down 7. They were down 2 touchdowns just about 4 minutes ago in playing time. 1st and 10 at the PC 40. Kissel back, throws, complete. Riley shakes a man and stumbles down, crossing the 30-yard line, and he will have enough for another Dr. Molly Trostel first down.
And she's had a good year, Dr. Molly Trostel.
Sure has. We've seen a lot of great offenses. Talked about how Penn Cambria averaged 34 points a game offensively. Bishop Guilfoyle came in averaging nearly 40 points a game.
We're seeing guys really step up and elevate their game here down the stretch on both sides.
An 11-yard pickup on the reception by Braden Riley. 1st and 10 at the Penn Cambria 29. Kissel lofts it, far sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Riley, looking to lead him, and a flag is down.
And you could hear a groan from the Penn Cambria fans right in front of us.
And maybe reactions other than groans necessarily as well. There are some unkind words, to be sure.
And some pass interference. 15-yard penalty. Where are we at? Where are we at, Corey?
So 15-yard penalty, that's what it is in high school. It's just an automatic 15-yard penalty. It's not necessarily an automatic first down, but it will be after this one. And the flag you can see thrown down as coverage that time by Eckenrode. And the 15-yard penalty will move the chains. Another Dr. Molly Trossel first down by way of penalty. Now the clock does stop with 2:16 to go, but time seems to be ticking down. And it won't be the full 15. They'll put it at the 15-yard line, half the distance. So 1st and 10 from the 15. Number 15. Under duress again, weaving his way through traffic, scooting along the far sideline. He stays in and is brought down. He stepped out of bounds at the 5.
He was able to tiptoe all the way down to the 5-yard line after he was under pressure coming from his right, and he was able to duck under it and take off and pick up some good yardage. There's another look right here. Watch him duck under.
Well, and they're actually going to say it's just shy of the 5 is where he stepped out, so he is short of the line to gain, although now the officials are headed over to the chain crew to sort this out. And it is 2nd down. He needed the 5-yard line. They spotted him out and put the ball down just shy of the 5. So it's 2nd and less than a yard to go for a new set of downs, but it's also now officially 6 yards away from the end zone and a chance to tie or even take the lead here.
Well, it's been a very impressive drive. No matter what happens on it, Bishop Guilfoyle, this has been a very, very good drive.
Kissel in shotgun. Hands it off. Gates looking for the edge. He can't get there. He's knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:59 to go.
He may have lost a couple yards there, Joe.
Well, and you see there a Penn Cambria player is down. They're stretching out the left leg. Terrific Conemaugh Health System trainers.
He cramped up a little bit there. Hopefully that's all it is.
Yep, grabbing at the left calf. You certainly hope that is all it is. But
and that'll turn a 2nd and 1 into about a 3rd and 3 maybe. Long 2, short 3.
Blake Nadolski is up, though. He was the man nursing that leg, but he is back up, and he's going to have to come off. He was set to get back into the defensive huddle, but he is going to have to come off for at least this next play, which will be 3rd down. And you're right, Rick, 3rd and 3.
A little surprised by the play call there on 2nd and 1, Joe, that they didn't just go straight ahead, pick up the first down.
1:59 to go. McCloskey sent to the right side. They've got the extra fullback in now on this 3rd and 3. Consiglio, the tailback, out of the pistol, gets the call. And Consiglio brought down by Derek Height. Did he get to the 5-yard line for a new set of downs? And the initial indication is he did not. 4th down. You see the signal from the official. It is 4th down, less than a yard, and the clock is ticking.
4th down in inches, I think. Here's another look at it here. I think this is a good spot by the official. Yeah, it is. To me, that's a good spot by the official.
By a matter of inches, Derek Height prevents the first down, and Bishop Guilfoyle's going to talk it over. Justin Wheeler calling the Marauders' first timeout of the half. As the clock was ticking toward the final minute, a reminder that's the timeout clock right now, as we are hooked up to the Penn Cambria scoreboard here. But Rick, now it is 4th down, less than a yard. You spent third down, now it's fourth. Bishop Guilfoyle has shown they have a variety of short yardage options, including perhaps the direct snap to Torian Consiglio.
Yeah, if it were me, that's what I would do. I would not ask my running back or whoever has the football to run 5 yards to pick up 2 inches. I'm just going straight ahead, letting my horses up front lead the way for me. Then the thing is you either have to call a timeout to unpile some bodies, Joe, or you're going to have to get up to the line real quick, maybe spike it. We'll see how that all plays out.
Another bit of strategy here. Obviously, if Bishop Guilfoyle does score, they could kick the extra point and tie it, but they could also attempt to take perhaps a victory right here, right now.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes to that decision. That'll be an interesting one to make for Justin Wheeler if it gets to that point.
Well, that may be putting the cart before the horse, because what they got to do now is they got to at least pick up those 6 inches they need for a fresh set of downs.
Hollinsburg 49, Du Bois 28 final.
Where's Jalen Hurts when you need him?
Well, we saw the extra fullback in. You can see the crisp, clean white jerseys of Bishop Guilfoyle the outset of the game. Not so much here at the end, but they wouldn't want it any other way. 4th and inches. And Cambria fans bringing the blackout noise. Kissel with a bit of a pistol look. Consiglio behind him. Extra fullback in. And Consiglio plows forward, and he has the first down. It's a Dr. Molly Trossel first down. So a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. They'll spot it down at the 4.
And then the clock starts moving again. That's a good call right there. Just let your big guys up front get leverage, move some people around, just create enough seam for him to get through, pick up that first down.
They'll give him the 3, 1st and goal from there. Kissel in shotgun this time. Gates is the slot man to his left. There he is. Kissel looking that way. Fires, deflected, incomplete. Looked like Gates might have had a hand on it, but couldn't close both of them on the ball. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they'll have a bunch of shots at it here. I'm not sure who the intended target was, Joe, on that one. That kind of pinballed around.
Sure did. A variety of receivers in the area. Yep, and right behind him was Jacob Kissel as well, who's become more of a red zone threat. That Kissel-to-Kissel combination. 2nd and goal from the 3. Consiglio and Gates in the backfield. And Gates looking maybe for a flea flicker, but he gets brought down for a loss. Brock Friedak, the junior nose tackle, finishes the stop.
Yeah, I think they were trying to run some trickery there, Joe. Let's take a look. Well, maybe not. Maybe he just didn't have a good handle on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And Bishop Guilfoyle will call another timeout. Their second. It'll be a 3rd and goal from the 9. That play lost 6 yards.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Joe, and it was a great point on your part. They kind of used the timeouts freely in that opening half. In this half, they really kept them in their pocket till they needed them, and right now they need them. And good management of those timeouts, I think, by both head coaches.
There have been a lot of Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominees here in the second half on both sides. But you get the sense that the biggest one of them all, the true Levin Furniture Play of the Game nominee, is going to be coming up very shortly.
We don't know who's going to make it or what it's going to be, but stick around. This has been a dandy. Everything is promised.
3rd and goal from the 9 for Bishop Guilfoyle, trailing by 7. They have had the lead previously in this game. It was 14-6 Marauders until Penn Cambria, on its last possession of the first half, was able to tie it up going into the locker room. 45 seconds remaining. The volume goes up for Penn Cambria, and Bishop Guilfoyle has to deal with it. Kissel takes the snap, looking for the fade, looking for Gates. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 4th and goal coming up. The Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game resting on this 4th and goal play.
I thought Gates turned to the outside. Let's take a look at it again here. Yeah, he did. He was expecting a little out route to the front of the end zone there, right to the goal line, and that ball was delivered to the back corner of the end zone. So I think somebody was on the wrong page there, Joe.
And you could see Hamilton Gates was signaling to his teammates as he went back in the huddle, and Bishop Guilfoyle will use their last time out to talk over this most crucial play in this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun here tonight.
And I would venture to say that this is the biggest one in this LHAC championship game. The LHAC is proud to recognize UPMC as the silver corporate sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. UPMC, life-changing medicine. And the LHAC would like to thank Conemaugh Health System for being an official healthcare provider of the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Conemaugh Health System is providing the training services for today's championship events.
There's the Mountain Maniacs.
Yes, indeed. They have been at fever pitch throughout this game. And they are in the Levin Furniture best seats in the house. For the best seat in your house, visit Levin Furniture. Celebrating the fans all season long. And here we go. 41 seconds left. 4th and goal from the 9. Look out for number 18. Hamilton Gates has been so huge for the Marauders in this 4th quarter. Both of these teams undefeated, looking to continue those unblemished records into the postseason. Shotgun for Chase Kissel. Under pressure, rolling, fires to the back of the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle! Hamilton Gates coming all the way across the field.
Are you kidding me? What patience right there by Kissel. The Gates just running along the back end line. Unbelievable. Riley was called for that ball earlier, and Kissel didn't like the looks of that, so he decided to.
Well, now they're signaling they have first down on the marker.
That's clearly a touchdown.
It is.
Thank you.
They didn't get the signal from the referee, but it is a touchdown. And the marker says first because Bishop Guilfoyle is going for 2. They will win or lose the game on this play. Perhaps. Penn Cambria has 33 seconds left. 3 receivers bunch left. Kissel gonna throw. Fires. Complete. Flags down. Consiglio scores, but hang on. And it looks like it's pass interference. Let's get a call.
We got pass interference offense.
So offensive pass interference. And remember,
pass interference, number 38 offense, pick play.
They were trying to run that little pick route, that rub route they call it. They got caught.
So Nick McCloskey called for the foul. The offensive pass interference. Justin Wheeler is not happy. Danny Gramling explaining it, but I think there's no explanation here. And remember, it's a 15-yard penalty. So with the line of scrimmage back at the 18, Bishop Guilfoyle forced to kick the extra point to tie the game rather than going for 2 to try to win it right here. So a 15-yard penalty move back to the 18, and Carter Boland with a 35-yard kick to try to tie the game. A 35-yard extra point. NFL length for the sophomore. And the kick is blocked. No good. Penn Cambria remains in front, 28-27.
Was it Height, the man who got through again? He blocked the punt earlier. Was it him who got that one? We'll have to take a look here. Not sure.
Not sure.
Not sure if anybody actually even got a piece of that one.
You're right, Rick.
Couldn't tell by the replay there. I'm not sure if we have a different look at it.
Now with 33 seconds left, Bishop Guilfoyle is going to have to do an onside kick here. And here we go. Here, we'll take another look. I'm not sure. That might have just been a knuckleball.
Yeah, it might have been. I still can't tell.
Well, it looked like 13 got a pretty good jump on it. Frank Gottis, he might have got a piece of it. It might have been a knuckleball.
Yeah, kick came out kind of low, right from the toe. Definitely came out low.
But because of the offensive pass interference call on the 2-point try, a 15-yard penalty in the high school game.
We have a sideline warning. Sideline warning, Guilfoyle.
So sideline warning against Bishop Guilfoyle. On the first one of those, it's just a warning. Second one carries a 15-yard penalty. But for BG, it's down to this onside kick attempt. But certainly, I believe that extra point, which is no good, that's the difference maker. That's right now the Levin Furniture play of the game, to be sure.
Yeah, I think it has to be. What a game this has been here tonight.
Well, we still have 33 seconds. Now, Bishop Guilfoyle's out of timeouts, and Cambria has all three. The officials calling the Marauders to the field.
You know, Joe, when you run that rub route they called, or that pick route, you run a risk of getting that called against you. It doesn't get called all the time. Sometimes the officials will let you get away with it, depending how blatant it is.
Yep.
Right there, they threw the flag, so it must have been pretty blatant.
In a situation like that, you hope that the call rose to the moment. But now, Michael Kishani for the onside kick. He goes to the right, takes the big bounce, and Bishop Guilfoyle has it. The Marauders recover. At the Penn Cambria 40-yard line.
What a kick that was. I mean, it took a humongously high bounce, which is exactly what you want. Give your players time to get down there and get underneath it.
And one of the Marauders slow to get up, but is to the sideline. Couldn't quite see who that was they were assisting. As we take another look.
Right there's that huge bounce, and he's able to run right into it.
And Tyson Listoki came up with a recovery. He was the guy that was slow to get up, and you can imagine after seeing that why that was the case. But the ball spotted down at the 40-yard line. 33 seconds ago, Bishop Guilfoyle out of timeouts. Carter Boland is 2 for 4 on field goal attempts this year, but remember his longest made field goal this year is 27, and he just had a 35-yard extra point go awry. So here we go. Kissel to throw, fires, because he's going out of bounds. Did Riley make the catch? He did.
Great hands.
He's just shy of first down yardage, so it's a 9-yard pickup, but he went out of bounds. The clock stops with 33 seconds to go.
Second and 1 for the
we'll take another look.
That's a fantastic job by Riley.
That's amazing to hold on, and he's also, remember, he's got to keep his body in bounds totally until after he catches that ball.
And maintain the catch through the ground.
Exactly.
He did all of those things.
Survived the ground. Now on 2nd and 1. Kissel under duress. Fires, and it's incomplete. And the clock actually did roll there. Clock's at 19 seconds. So it may have, the cord might have become undone, which I could understand there, but there are 19 seconds remaining in the game. And it's 3rd and 1, but the incomplete pass stopping the clock. Again, our cord coming undone, it looks like, but 19 seconds remain. And you got to figure number 18 is going to come into play here. Hamilton Gates, 8 catches, 82 yards, all in the second half, many of them in the fourth quarter.
And he's thrown a touchdown.
That he has. To throw, it's complete to Riley, gets out of bounds quickly at the 24-yard line.
Well, they're working the sideline beautifully here. That's an experienced quarterback right there, Joe.
And again, the clock was running there. It stops now, 15 seconds the time. Again, our graphic system has a connection to the scoreboard. It must have become undone in all the chaos here in the final minute. But here we go, 15 seconds. It's reconnected. And there it is, the quick toss out of bounds. 15 seconds ago, a Dr. Molly Trossel first down. A 1st and 10 at the 25. And Kissel rolls right. And Kissel sets, fires, complete. And brought down at the 13, but the clock will continue to roll until it gets stopped on the first down. It is stopped. Now it keeps on rolling. It should stop momentarily while they reset the chains. The clock has gone to zeros. The officials are going to sort this out. But if Gates had enough for the first down, the clock should have stopped momentarily.
Now they're saying the game is over, I think, as you see.
And Denny Grambling held up the football, which is the signal for the finish of the game. Justin Wheeler desperately pleading the Marauders' case.
That should have been a first down, and the clock should have stopped momentarily. I think at least long enough for them to line up.
So the officials have declared the game over. And Justin Wheeler is irate. His Marauders looking for just one more play for this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship. But in the end, Penn Cambria hangs on. What an exciting Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game. Two teams truly of championship caliber. We can't wait to see what they do in district playoff action starting next week. Bishop Guilfoyle will be in Class 1A, Penn Cambria Class 3A, both top seeds. But tonight, the Panthers of Penn Cambria prevail. They are the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference champions, topping Bishop Guilfoyle. The final score, 28-27. We'll wrap things up from Penn Cambria with a Good Feet Stores Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture, in a moment. The Panthers of Penn Cambria are hustling over to celebrate with the Mountain Maniacs. Head coach Nick Felis pumping his fist as Penn Cambria wins an absolute thriller of a Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Championship game, defeating Bishop Guilfoyle 28-27 here on the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture. What an exciting game. It went all the way down to the last moments. Bishop Guilfoyle may believe they still have one play left in them, but they never got the opportunity. The clock ran out. But again, these are both teams of championship caliber. However, it will be the Panthers of Penn Cambria, the 2024 Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference champions. They will get the conference championship trophy, and they'll also get our Friday Night Rivals trophy as well to put on the mantle as they enter the District 6 Class 3A playoffs next week as the top seed. And they are looking to perhaps go all the way to Cumberland Valley and Mechanicsburg to become the PIAA Class 3A state champions. For Bishop Guilfoyle, their route laid out in Class 1A. They will be tops in the 8-team District 6 bracket. Penn Cambria will be the top seed in the 4-team District 6 Class 3A bracket. And again, that tournament begins next week. But tonight is where Penn Cambria finished off an undefeated regular season 10-0 as they hang on against the Marauders here in an absolute classic of a ball game with big plays by big-time players from both sides. In big-time situations, you hope your stars can shine, and that was certainly the case for both of these teams. Tremendous plays. Hamilton Gates was huge for Bishop Guilfoyle. Chase Kissel, Torian Consiglio. But at the end for Penn Cambria, Derek Height had a huge defensive game, as he has done all season long. Brady Jones, terrific as a quarterback, also added a rushing touchdown. Mason Mento had some huge carries as well. And Gavin Harold had a huge game, but in the end, it came down to this. Our Levin Furniture play of the game, Bishop Guilfoyle had scored to get within one. An offensive pass interference penalty on the 2-point try led to that, and unfortunately, the extra point from 35 yards out goes awry, and Penn Cambria, despite the onside kick recovery from Bishop Guilfoyle, able to hang on and win the 2024 Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference Football Championship, defeating Bishop Guilfoyle 28-27. Gavin Harold with an absolutely outstanding game. 3 touchdowns for number 12. The Panthers gathering together as we will have a Laurel Highlands Conference Trophy presentation. But before that, we will present for one last time here in the 2024 season our Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy. Penn Cambria has earned this before earlier this year against Forest Hills, but it has got to be so sweet to earn this in the very last week of the regular season in a conference championship game to determine the top team in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. And right now, down on the field, Rick Hall is with the Panthers.
All right, thank you, Joe. I am with the victorious head coach right now, Nick Felis. Nick, I talked to one of your assistant coaches. He said his heart rate is about 110 right now. What's yours?
Mine's probably about 185. But you know what? This group of kids, they're unbelievable. The effort, the grit, the determination, the blue-collar work ethic, and our fans are the best ever. We have the best fans. This is for them. This is for them. We talk about finishing games. You know, Gavin Harold said the job's not finished yet, so we punched our tickets in. We wanted to go to work tonight, and we finished at the end. And we're just so proud of this group, of the work and the adversity that they faced. We love them like they're our own, and we love our fans. It's a great day to be a Panther.
It absolutely is, Nick. You got a lot of contributions from a lot of guys. Talk about the defense that came up huge when you needed to at the end.
It's unbelievable. Like I said, these guys have backs against the wall multiple times. They just keep fighting. It's about mentality. It truly is. Blue-collar work ethic. Just keep going until the job's done, and we did that tonight. It was a total team effort. It's not one, not two. It's all our guys, and we're so proud of them right now.
Well, Nick, I want to say thank you to you for the time. Congratulations, Penn Cambria. You guys are the Laurel Highlands Conference champions and also the Friday Night Rivals champions. Congratulations.
And our thanks to the Good Feet Store and RPM Signs for presenting the Friday Night Rivals trophy all season long. The Panthers prevail in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference championship game over Bishop Guilfoyle, 28-27. Our congratulations to Penn Cambria. They'll move on to postseason play. It's been a tremendous season of Friday Night Rivals action here. We want to thank all of you for looking on, and we look forward to 2025. Closed captioning for tonight's game was sponsored by First Summit Bank. Experience the difference with First Summit Bank. Tonight's broadcast was sponsored by the Good Feet Store and Levin Furniture. Promotional consideration also provided by Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships, Usco Federal Credit Union, First Summit Bank, Dr. Molly Trossel, West Central Equipment, Mount Aloysius College, Pristo's Lawn and Garden, Wendy's, RPM Signs, Courtyard Cranberry, and the Clarion Holiday Inn. And this has been a presentation of Friday Night Rivals. Friday Night Rivals is a production of Sports Fever Television Network for Sinclair Broadcasting Group. For more information, go to sportsfevertv.net. What a tremendous season of Friday Night Rivals. Copyright WJC-TV, Sinclair Television of Fresno, LLC, a member of the Sinclair Broadcast Group. For our great Friday Night Rivals crew, and for Rick Hall, I'm Joe Putnam. So long for another season of the Good Feet Store's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Levin Furniture.
Number 5, Ryan Hanlon. Number 7, Blake Nadolski. Number 9, Jace Davison. Number 10, Brady Jones. Number 12, Gavin Harold. Number 13, Grant Gaitis. Number 15, Evan Latner. Number 17, Hunter Pio. Number 20, Trenton Hassenplug. Number 24, Blake Lilly.